All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the last TCL match of week 3. We got Team Solo Mid versus Team Troll RS. I'm here with Joa. Joe, what do you think about today's matches?
That's right, Droid. I am excited for the matches. We're going to get the final one of the week, I believe, and I think we're in for a real treat here. There's so much going on between these two teams and the matchups, just between weeks, even between week 1 and 2. I think there is a lot to talk about and a lot of interesting things that we'll see. Uh, Not the least of which is excellent League of Legends. Are you pumped for the games, dude?
I am hype. I'm hype. The matches have been a lot of fun so far to play in and to
Yep.
watch, so
Oh yeah.
I expect nothing less from this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think most notably, probably the biggest thing to talk about for the night is probably I'll take Mid's team's enormous roster swap, which I believe was a three-way swap between top lane, jungle, and AD carry. So we have Caridian, who I believe was in the jungle, who's playing top now, replacing Dark Deity Link, who is an AD carry main and is now playing AD carry. And Sunny Deadeye has been moved over to the jungle, which I believe she has played in the past, but I do not think is her primary position. Um, so I am extremely excited to see how that the practice and how that change up affects their team synergy and what we see coming from them.
All right, we are into champion select here. What are you thinking for these bands? The roster swap is really throwing me. I haven't had a
Yeah,
chance to research. I know that Caridian and Sunny Deadeye, that's kind of a little bit of an off roll for them.
exactly. Yeah, Caridian, I believe, is a pretty hardcore jungle main. So to go into the top lane like that, I think in the last 3 or 4 days is a pretty heavy switch, but we'll see how it pays off. I know Sunny Deadeye has been putting in the time, learning some of those tank junglers that we've already seen be extremely popular in the tournament. I've seen that she's put some games onto Sejuani, some Jarvan 4, and things of that nature. Right off the bat, though, we're seeing
The
some fast
Leona
bans.
band. Bush
Yeah.
League is a known Leona abuser, so that makes sense.
Leona Abuser. He's not even a one trick anymore.
Yeah.
Very fair. The Lulu taken from Spirit, that's no surprise. And the Darius, of all the champions that Bloodbath and Beyond
Well,
plays,
I guess
they take
Caridian
Darius.
swapping up to top lane. He's going straight up against a diamond top laner.
That's
Just
true.
doesn't want it.
That's true,
Blood
absolutely. I
did
think
bust
it
it
might
out
be.
in last week, I believe, as well. So makes sense.
Yes, that might be true. Bit of a respect ban, and then Caitlyn banned by the blue side team, which is kind of a surprise. I
Yeah.
think insofar we've mostly seen the red side taking that burden.
I guess that means Link doesn't play it.
Must not play it. That's right.
Oh, they're going straight for the Ezreal instead.
Wow, bans Kate, takes the Ez.
I guess
That's
if you're
interesting.
planning on first picking the Ezreal, you got to ban the Kate.
Right,
You get pushed
exactly.
in under tower the whole game, and you will have zero fun.
Exactly, not really giving that champion a time to shine. So hopefully, then I would expect Toasty to pick a character possibly like a Felios then and just take it to super late, as he did to great success versus my team or Abarn's team. Okay, here we go. Espen
Sejuani
walking in
pick, yeah.
the Sejuani.
He did have a pretty good game on the Sejuani last week. Great engage tank jungle pick, so no surprise to see that.
Totally. Not only is he comfortable on it, I think they know that Sunny is also comfortable on it, or at least has been putting in
Warwick.
practice on it.
Wow, we've got quite the new spicy pick for TSL.
The
TCL.
Wheatwick 420, dude? Here it is.
I thought it was, the meme Stixay hover, but no. Going straight for it.
6 a.m.
Okay, Zyra's is Bush League's other good pick.
Right, so they're just trying to get that
I'm
in.
glad to see him on that. That's a good poke lane with Ezreal.
Exactly. Just trying to lock that down before the bans. And it looks like they're going to give Caridian the picks toward the end here to see what he wants to face up against Bloodbath and Beyond with.
I am a little bit surprised to see not, well, instead of the Lulu having the Ziggs ban, because I know Tiny Rick's mid-champ pool is a bit slim after that.
Yeah, kind of narrow. I would agree. I think Ziggs is certainly his most practiced champ. At least the last time I checked. I don't have it in front of me at the moment. But he's been playing it in the tournament quite a bit, so I'm sure he's thrilled to get such a comfort pick.
Yeah. Insane tower pushing.
The Riven ban, second game Riven for Caridian is going to be too terrifying.
Is that a meme ban or what is
I
this?
don't know. If they're banning the Riven like that, I would kind of expect them to then also ban Gangplank, because I know that he's been having some moderate success with that.
I played against this Gangplank. I didn't like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't like it.
I didn't like playing against it because we.
Oh,
we
I see.
lost.
I see. He popped off. You know, if I remember correctly, you also had a pretty thick jungler.
Ugh.
You were facing off that game too.
I
Who will
bla-
not
I-
be named?
Yeah, I blacked out.
It was me. I was the guy with the starfish. The Silas ban. Okay, that makes sense. We do know that I'll take mid is really, really favoring those kind of aggressive mid laners like the Echo and the Silas, and then of course his super comfort pick Nico, which he has more than 100 games on, I believe, just this season. Yeah, I'll pull that up actually.
I believe
It's an
he
interesting
played
fact.
the Echo and the Nico last week, so they're just banning out what he played last week.
Indeed.
Okay, we got the double spell shield bot lane. This is
Wow.
this is gonna be a hard lane to attack, I think. You
It's just a Sivir comp.
push and walk
Hello.
away.
Yep, there it is. Oh, we're seeing the Galio.
I'm not sure about the Galio. I mean, I'll take mid kind of has to be the playmaker and the damage for his team. At least that was kind of the trend of last week. So we'll
Right,
see if
right,
he can
I
pull
agree.
it off on a more utility pick like the Galio.
Yeah, indeed. That's kind of interesting to see their kind of star player, I would say. Like he's their highest rated player at the very least. And I was kind of expecting him to take one of those kind of aggressive picks as well. But, you know, who knows? Maybe he plays a really gnarly, aggressive Galio that we just yet to see.
Could happen.
I'm sure it will like outsustain the Ziggs at least and kind of survive that poke, but I'm not really sure how that matchup works. Maybe he's looking to roam on it with some ults.
Yeah, and Galio does. I don't think he has too much problem matching the Ziggs wave clear, at least for a while, especially with the proto belt. So
Right.
that's
Wow, and then
gonna
we see
be
the
a
Swain.
top. Oh, okay, all right. I
No
have
shortage
no
magic
idea
damage.
about that matchup, Swain v Fiora.
I can't imagine it's fun for the Fiora.
Probably not.
Maybe in the first couple of levels when Fiora gets most of her kit unlocked, she can put some harass down. But I am quite confident that once Swain has the makings of the first parts at least of an item and some health pots, he's going to just dominate that lane.
Yeah, at least Caridian can easily build into some healing reduction there with Fiora. That will be helpful.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to be essential. That should be nice. And I think the mobility coming out of the Ezreal pick will be probably pretty important with all these Morg Qs and the Sejuani ultimates flying around. And just the pick potential seems very high for Blood's team. Compared perhaps to I'll take Mid's team, where it's going to rely more on like a big ult, like a big Warwick ult followed by Galio and Zyra perhaps.
Yeah, I think that will be
Compositionally.
one of the big things to watch is
Yeah.
how much can Sunny Deadeye actually get done on this Warwick.
Yeah,
I mean, you got two spell shields sitting behind a really thick Sejuani. So
that's true. Yes, all going to be about the early game for this Warwick pick, I believe, when he's at the height of his annoyance.
yeah,
And he has a pretty healthy clear, you know, like perhaps Sunny takes some proactive pathing choices and pressures Espen a little bit, who I know gets fairly low in the jungle. He's got some kind of slower picks like Zac and Sejuani and Amumu in his pool that can sometimes be taken advantage of. So maybe that's what they're thinking about here. I would love to see that.
just as long as I don't see that Nautilus jungle again.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me, the casters are supposed
Lag.
to be unbiased.
Lag.
Lag. It's lag.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking back, the Nautilus jungle was not my favorite pick of the tournament, but it was quite dank. So
It was. I like the dank picks.
that's right. I saved the game, so we'll have it forever to reflect on and warn us. Okay, so matchup wise, what are we looking at here? So Swain versus Fiora, we've talked about that a little bit, and the jungle matchup. Galio versus Ziggs. I really think Tiny Rick is going to be able to give it to mid in the first couple of levels at least until he builds up some HP and scales. What do you think about this bot lane?
I think it's gonna be kind of boring. You got an Ezreal who wants to sit there and stack a tier, and you've got a Sivir that's just gonna press W on the wave, as we saw last match.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that very beautiful 400 CS game.
Yeah.
Who was playing that? Who was rocking the Sivir? I don't
Uh,
remember off the top of my head. I know that I watched the game live because I
I
was
know that I
casting it.
was in the game. Yeah. I would say if Sivir gets to 400 CS again, we're gonna have a red side victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe even going for the spicy static shiv just to just add that extra pulverizing factor on the lanes, just obliterating everything in front of her. Although I think Bush League can make some stuff happen. The cooldown on those spell shields and the Morgana shield as well, the black shield, is very long. Maybe they can abuse that and get a nice Zyra root in, get some poke down. I really am looking to see a good performance from Link here, which will be I think necessary for their team to succeed, especially after all of this roster swapping.
Yeah.
It seems like it has mostly served to get him onto his best role. So I would like to see him then perform on it.
I would agree. He did kind of have a rough one in top, so hopefully he's more comfortable. Can get a lot more done.
Right. I mean,
here on this pick.
I feel like that's largely understandable, and there's no shame in getting beaten by a top laner who's like 3 ranked tiers above you or whatever.
For sure.
In a role that you don't play. So
right, and good on them to make that change because again we would have a similar rank difference. I think again this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Quite so. So we are into the game. Here we go. We got some nice cupcakes going on. Wow, is that like just one skin that I'm seeing from Blue Team? Pathetic.
Right.
Obviously, Red Team is going to win with a superior skin advantage. Okay, so here we go. Everyone's just fanning out. I know that the Morgana comps will sometimes go for that invade, but it looks like they're largely just going to stick on the defensive, making sure no funny business is happening in the first few seconds of the game here.
All it's interesting. We do have Warwick posturing topside. I wonder if
that's true.
About starting blue buff.
A potential blue star. That would be very proactive, I imagine. I think every jungler in every game so far has started on the bottom side. I believe. I could be wrong.
We did have Swordmaster yesterday start on Raptors, but that's about as much
on Raptors, that's true.
As we've received so far.
Sure. Okay, that's excellent. That'll be a beautiful change up to see.
We do have that Cull start on Sivir as well.
Extra boring. I love it.
For sure. Ooh, land on that poke.
A little bit of free damage.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Caridian coming down just to leash a little bit here, although Warwick does have an extremely healthy clear. So I imagine Sunny doesn't need much of a leash, but we will see. I have not played versus a Warwick jungle in, I think, a season or more. I'm excited to see it. I think he gets overlooked and is like a pretty cool champion for being like maybe not S tier, but still very interesting.
Yeah, I play a little bit of Warwick myself, and I feel like some days you can get a lot done, and some days, we got a little invade here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Sunny is electing to go straight to the red buff. Oh, Espen's used the W already.
This is very Warwick favored.
Yes, absolutely.
Warwick does take the buff.
Oh, she smites it because Espen smoted to heal, and now she's just going to be looking to leave. But Ziggs is roaming, and she will have to flash if she wants to survive. But Ziggs is going to get the damage and first blood. Wow, I love the heads up response here from Blood and Tiny Rick.
I'm really happy to see that from the red side.
Yeah, that is definitely what they needed to do there.
Ooh.
Oh, he's going to get the follow-up kill onto Espen. Fantastic. Buff transfer complete.
Well, regardless, I'm glad to see the proactivity to defend Espen's jungle from red side because that has been a trend of invading against Espen.
Yes. Right. I do believe he favors. Oh, we've seen an engage in the bot lane off of a nice Morgana Q. Instantly ignited, and Bush League will be respawning. Cold start, not so bad.
Yeah.
And it already begins. Look at this push. No other sums used, though, so it looks like a gank from Warwick would be ill-advised. Looks like he's posturing on the bush anyway. Sunny just dropping a pink, or no, just a regular ward there. That's nice. Giving him a little protection. Wow, the CS lead already in the bot lane is substantial. Just in the first few minutes to be...
Blood did end up with double buffs off that first blood there.
Yeah, he got the double buffs, and I believe he teleported top immediately because the wave was where he needed it to be.
That is a rough one for Critting.
And now he can just spam those spells, man. Yuck. Okay, both junglers opting to clear a little bit here. It looks like Sejuani was not thinking about an invade, just grabbing that vision plant and is looking topside for a gank here. Critting rooted and will find himself dashing the wrong direction to a early
I
death.
really do not like that aggression there from Critting. I mean, you really just got to wait out those double buffs.
Yeah, I agree. I think he went in for the... wow, another kill again in the bot lane. Every lane, it seems, is pretty explosive this this game. Toasty is deep in enemy territory. Is Warwick going to come down to scoop up this kill?
Warwick passive.
He's smelling her. He's smelling her. Okay, looks like he will get the kill there. So
no assist.
No assist for Bush League, but at least they got the 300 gold.
Well, that was a 1-for-1 trade in the bot lane.
Indeed.
Eventually.
Yes, I believe it was Link this time getting caught and perishing to what I must assume to be a Morgana Q. That binding is dastardly. It will get you. But look at this. Look at this mid lane dynamic that we have here already. I'll take mid is full of mana, almost full HP. Tiny Rick completely He cannot cast a single Q right now.
Tiny Rick yet to back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's got his little potion thing, whatever the thing is actually
should have
called.
just taken this cannon wave and backed.
Yeah, I agree. He is going to have a hard time clearing this, especially when it gets under the tower here in a few moments. So there's really nothing for him to do here.
Another Morgana bind hitting.
Another Morgana bind. Spirit is loving this pick right now.
I'm not sure if Vespin was able to sneak into that bush. There were some Zyra plants up, so he should have been seen.
Yeah, I think there was vision, and also this doesn't seem like a very optimal lane gank with the bind on cooldown. Oh, he jumps across, and it looks like that plant has given vision of him. So he will probably, just elect to grab the scuttle. You know, okay, I gotta say it. I saw the Q. I'm gonna say it. I've held my tongue for a while. I think Espen uses the Q too much. The Sejuani Q in the early game is really her only ability to survive. If someone jumps on her, like maybe he thinks he was safe, which is probably true. And again, we see another timely bind.
Here to Fate, 1 Q, 1 death down here. Just making it happen.
Just blasting them, yeah. It's happening too fast. The interval between kills is so low, we don't have time to talk about anything else.
We're trying to have a civil discussion here.
I know. Let me just rant a little, please. And Caridian also going down to the top lane. Not
I can't even catch them all.
It's just a straight up death. Yeah. Wow, the CS is quite even in the top lane, so that's nice. But
2 kills over to the red side, though.
Exactly. The 2 kills is really going to be a hefty lead. And the red team is electing to take this moment to grab the dragon while Bush League is returning from base. It looks like they'll get it for free.
Yeah, Sivir on the BF sword, Ezreal on the tier, plus I think they're getting scared of that Morgana, so I doubt they would have any business checking that.
Exactly, yep. It's another one of those classic, you turn a corner, Morgana's there, you eat a binding and die again. No one wants that. I'm wondering and hoping to see something come out of this Fiora pick in the mid to late game.
There's another one down here.
Wow, almost dead again. Link is just having the worst time, down almost 20 farm, with nothing but a tier of the goddess to his name.
Have to suggest a boots purchase here soon.
Hope he didn't go for those magic boots. Bit of a scuffle emerging mid, but nothing to write home about. It looks like Tiny Rick will walk out of that relatively unscathed. it's going to be pretty important that I'll take mid here starts to impact the map because his team is kind of sliding.
Yep.
Oh man, Meridian looking for that poke as he is wont to do, but Blood a level up.
Oh,
so thick, just does not care about it. We see the Galio
great flash
on, but wow, very disrespectful play from Blood, being completely out of mana, and his wave isn't even there. What was he doing under the tower?
trying to push that advantage.
Yeah, looking for a cheeky kill.
Still too thirsty.
Oh, finishes his rod though. Now that he's back in the base, he's just going for the fast recall, dude. Come on.
Yeah. I've been there. Got a Zigzalt in the bot to try and finish off this low Ezreal, but it does not land.
Yeah, I'd like to see this
Also,
from Tiny
he's
Rick.
sitting in the bush here. On a ward.
He's waiting for it. Clearing vision. Did Ezreal just ult, or was that?
That was,
that was
WEQ forward, I believe.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Now here's the ult. Looking for that snipe. Almost gets it, too. Oh, would have loved to have seen that. That would have done wonders for the lane. Instead, another beautiful Q from Spirit of Fate on the Morgana, just sending Bush League back to base. Ooh. Toasty going in for a little bit of a flex, trying to get it. Ooh! Wow.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, he doesn't even get the kill.
He doesn't
Link
even.
thinking he could flex a little bit with the damage, but the Zonias from, or I guess the stopwatch from Morgana, just too much.
Hold on, we got more action.
More action on the Rift Herald as well. We are...
The Sejuani ult did whiff, I believe, but it's not going to matter this time.
I'm going to say it once for everybody.
Herald does reset.
It was the zoning ult?
Yeah, yep.
The Herald does reset. We have the Swain ult coming down, and he has the blue buff. No one is going to be able to mess with the Swain right now from the blue team. Look at him. He knows it, too. He's walking up, just daring somebody to come in. I will hurt you. Now, he's gone a bit deep. He's separated from his team. Galio's wrapping around. Are we going to see the kill? Yes, we are. Fiora, much needed, gets the kill on Blood,
That's
who has
gonna
gone
be
a bit too deep.
Huge in the 1v1, getting another kill.
Absolutely, yeah. It might be even now, LOL. We shall see. And it looks like mid lane has bot lane has run mid to help a little bit, but nothing there for them to get after their large top lane Birdman has perished, so they are just headed back bot. Gonna grab a scuttle for their efforts and look to just keep farming, building that CS lead. Can we get to 30? Yes, I think the answer is yes.
We do have Blood still up 1,000 gold in top, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not great because I believe he. Well, I guess just 3 kills on the assist. That's about 1,000. So. There it is. That's a nice block at least, but he's still just getting chunked from all the kind of ancillary damage coming out of Swain, just almost on accident. And he's going to have to go straight back to base. Oh, but we got an excellent roam from Galio. It looks like he did it without using the ult to pick up a kill on Sivir bot lane. Espen's rotating around. The ult looks like it still has a few seconds left before it comes off cooldown, so they're just going to make a bit of a vision play here, clear some wards out, and return to farming. While we're seeing 12 minutes into the game, about a 3,000 gold lead emerging already. No towers taken. This is just straight up from kills and farm.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, or 1 dragon as well, but still. I like this deep pink. It looks like they're going to see it pretty quickly here, but in general, that proactivity and the decisions you can make from those deep wards are very potent. So I'd love to see them going for plays like that, especially with the dragon coming up here. I don't think we're going to get a full-on fight. Ooh, in the top lane, we see a bit of a reversal. Caridian has taken charge of the lane and slain Swain. That
Trying
is
to
a
watch
huge
this
surprise.
dragon fight. Got action.
I know, right? The plants are really poking Spirit out, but I really believe the champion can still be useful as long as he casts the shield at the right time and just keeps throwing out those bindings. Oh, here we go. Just trying to catch the Ziggs, who is
Just caught him out.
Dead. Completely caught out. Looks like he was trying to return to lane from the wrong direction. And he
Okay,
paid
that's
for it with
Sivir
life.
ult as well. I'd like to see blue side start this dragon now.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be fantastic for them. They are down and they need it.
Yep. Just
Yeah, the air
give
dragon as
yourself a
well,
little
really.
extra time on that dragon stacking if you are down later.
Yeah, just offset your the enemy's dragon soul by 1 dragon timer. Yeah,
Hey, that's 5 minutes
you
maybe.
that's 5 minutes, baby. True that.
So Gradient does get quite a few plates up top too. So that should be great for
Yeah,
him.
I
He
think
finishes off that Ravenous Hydra.
Yeah, it's a big pickup for him. I know that he's mechanically skilled enough to at least make use of the reset ability and all of that. So maybe he puts some more pressure on Blood and inflicts some pain on this lane for him. I know he took all of those plates just a moment ago. Like after the kill, he grabbed all 3 of those plates that he got, or however many that was. So that was a huge gold swing for him. This Zyra ult coming down.
We do have a
Close to 20
more cube
backside.
dodge.
Missing most of her kit, but then landing the ult, which is, turns out, pretty good. Dying. Yeah, Warwick also going a bit deep without the Zyra, who has had to flee to also not die.
Bit close
that's
on
nice.
both sides with the health bars, but we do have two kills going red side there.
Yeah, just another one of those fights that maybe like 1 second of different play would have been a completely different result for them, but it looks like the Sejuani ult hitting onto Link after he had used his E was enough to catch him out, kill him, and then force the others back, and then also close out the kill on Warwick. Ooh, Galio getting some kind of forward vision there, since he is completely safe in this lane now. I believe he has the Proto Belt as well to... is that Proto Belt? Is that what that item's called?
Yep. Hextech proto belts.
Hex deck. That's good. It looks like Warwick wants to head topside. Swain is backing, though, and Sejuani will be there perhaps to hold the lane if necessary. Both junglers having roughly the same CS and a similar impact on the game, but Sejuani has only died the 1 time. So it looks like Espen's coming out a bit ahead, although they are equal on dragons. Wow, the Ziggs in full annoyance mode. He's got his little mana item, and he's just going to clear those waves until next game. Oh, very, very proactive Warwick play here. Using the ult, but Galio, I think, was out of range to ult immediately. So there was a little bit of a delay on the Galio ult there. Ziggs is going to keep the pressure on in this fight. Will Caridian survive? He blocks the Sejuani ult with parry, and after a quick flash there from Zyra, everyone is
A nice
lived.
Zyra disengage there.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that was a spectacular parry. Very timely. Possibly saving his life, which
For sure
I believe
saving
is the
his
case.
life.
What are you telling me? If a 1 HP Caridian got hit by that Sejuani ult, he wouldn't have lived? Come on. It's true. They
I
are going to
believe
grab the
so.
top tower off of that pressure. And they will probably look to reset here. Yeah, they've rotated after taking the towers, and Swain is now bot side, grabbing some vision, and is he going to try to fight the Warwick?
Pushing Sunny out of her own jungle there.
Yeah, that's never fun. But he is, again, pretty deep. He gets clipped by the taunt, flashes out, but is that going to be enough for the Warwick and the Galio? Flashing Mastery, even? Bit of a flex, if I do say so myself.
I believe he was a little too far up there.
Yeah, I think that makes
The rest of his team was in base.
Yeah, Blood really seeming to favor that aggressive play, just kind of doubting the other team's positioning and their ability to deal with him. But I mean, he is Swain. He's not enormous. Yeah, he's not the unkillable.
He's pretty
Birdman.
big. His team's up 4K, but he's not that big.
Boots 1 though, no mobility on the character. I feel like before like 3 items. If he gets caught like 1v3 like that, I think he still is going to die, assuming he doesn't just one-shot
There's just
Zyra.
no reason to be up that far if the rest of your team is resetting.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah, maybe the team could have taken advantage of that if they were in position to do so, but yeah, like we had discussed, the top lane was basing, so he was just in there dying for nothing. And look at this. The red side is all about this dragon. Swain even
Dragon
TPing, I
in
believe?
10 seconds here.
They are prepped. This is something that we haven't seen in all of the games of the TCL, but definitely some of them. It definitely appears that the team who preps the dragon like just a few seconds longer is the one who will get that positional advantage, the vision, and the champions, honestly, just standing in the right spot. Ooh, the Zyra ult comes down, but they do end up just grabbing the... Oh, wow, Sunny ulting and suppressing the Sivir, but it's just not going to be enough. Her team has no follow-up. She dies, and... Oh, who else died? Oh, Zyra died on the backside. Ooh.
I believe Galio TP'd behind there as well to try and make a play, but the rest of his team could not survive long enough.
Exactly. Yeah, Sunny hit the money Warwick ult onto the Sivir, I believe, but no follow-up led to just chunking the Sivir, unfortunately, and dying. Perhaps if there was a nice Galio ult follow-up or something of that nature, it could have been a different story, but not one that we will see
Yeah,
today.
this Ezreal is nearly a full item behind. It's going to be hard for him to
exactly to
damage,
get into this fight.
especially to a Sejuani.
Yep, completely agree. Good on the red team here, just picking up that Rift Herald right before it despawns. Just eking out one more small advantage for them in a game of many, many small advantages. Looks like they're ahead a substantial amount, doubling the kills. Taken 4 towers to none on the blue side. They really need that gold. Oh, disrupting the back. Caridian goes for the ult. Is he able to catch up? He does! Pops the ult, heals back up to full.
Casually backing in the middle of the lane? Team?
Yeah. Kind of overestimating his own thickness there, perhaps. Thinking with Boots 2, he has his ult up, he's got 2 items. Surely the Fiora can't catch him, but ADC in 2020,
you
my
would
friends,
be
this is not how it
incorrect
works.
about that one.
Oh, Fiora has Merc Treads, a Vamp Scepter, and the Tiamat item? Yeah, you're dead, dude. Don't matter. Okay, he may have overstayed his welcome here, though, looking to grab the Krugs on
A
top
miss
of it
on
all.
the Morg Q, and I think that's going to be the end of it.
Exactly, miss on the Morg Q allows him to head back and get his base on. Swinging again, very deep, but here it's happening. He's scaled. He has the big stack on the Rod of Ages, the level 2 ult, and he just one-shots Sunny on the Warwick, unfortunately. And if if I'll take mid's not careful, he might be hurting too. Okay, looks like that's going to
Looks like they're gonna play this Rift Herald mid, maybe? There we go.
Yeah, there it
Mid
is.
and straight to Baron.
Yep, just dropping it. I like that. Just kind of forcing the blue team to defend their mid-inhib tower while they go and grab the Baron. Very nice decision making. Ezreal very far away from this fight, so he will not be participating. But Warwick and Galio on the way as the Baron's chunked to half, and they are going to look to finish this, I believe. Nope! Sivir ult out, very defensive, very safe. The Zigzag comes forward, Galio getting a nice taunt and a huge Zyra ult with the flash forward. Huge ult, and Swain is nowhere to be seen. Swain's in the bottom lane, he's not helping. Ooh. However, Sivir with the 2 items starts hitting the crit button.
Yeah,
and,
the gold deficit too much there.
Oof.
But that was
exactly.
a pretty good fight from blue side.
Yeah, I think that was pretty close to exactly the fight you want to see, maybe +1 Ezreal.
They get the jungler, so that would they stop the Baron. I mean,
yeah, that's going to stymie the
mission
Baron
complete
for
there,
sure.
really.
Mission complete, yeah, but instead, it's only turned their attention to the mid lane where they're going in on the Sivir. Wow.
That was just the mid lane was just a bait.
Yep, Caridian just bopping.
Ooh, they're walking
He's gonna
into
get 2
blood.
kills here.
Oh,
beautiful.
matter.
Okay, all right. Galio snags the kill, and now Blood is a bit out of position with the Blastberry down. Okay, Galio's gonna hit. Okay. Gets stunned. It looks like they're gonna walk it out. Wow. He is just, he knows he's dead, so he's gonna grab a couple of CS on his way out, eh?
He's dead, right?
Please? Dad?
Let's see. We've got 30 seconds on this dragon. We still have red side vision, but nothing else besides that.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we have just a few moments to breathe before the next the next 5-stack happens here, and I'm glad they grabbed on the blue side. They grabbed the scuttle before this dragon, but Galio is still pretty far out. Yeah, Zyra's gonna get caught here. Do a lot of damage to the Morgana. Maybe even get her? Nope, probably not. Yep.
Ezreal?
She's gonna die.
Ezreal kills.
Wow, beautiful. Ezreal gets the kill on the edge. Yeah, it's very nice. And they kill the Ziggs with the Warwick ult. Fantastic. But Swain is here to save the day, and he is quite large. So
Fiora
I think
with the teleport
Accordions
mid.
yeah, if Fiora can get there in time, they might be able to turn this. Oh, the excellent 3-man taunt. Here it is. It's happening. They get taunted. I'm not sure. Okay, looks like Espen does secure the dragon, and he's going to just run away. He does not want any part of this. He's looking back at the Swain like, yeah, good luck, dude. Have fun.
See you later, bud.
I got what I came for. Dragon number 3 for the red team.
All right, that was
Gritting on this Fiora.
that was pretty bad for red side. That Galio taunt was massive.
Yeah.
But the silver lining is they do pick up the 3rd Drake there and put them on soul point. If they lose that
Yes.
Drake on top of that, that's disastrous.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I fully agree. If they lost the dragon as well as losing the team fight pretty convincingly, that would have been a nightmare for them. But even as it stands, that was a huge fight for blue team. I'm loving this Galio pick. The more I see these huge taunts come out, and then it just allows Fiora and the Zyra to drop their huge team fighting skills, I guess, or abilities. And Caridian is just kind of popping off on this pick. I think he had a slow start where some things really did not go in his favor, but he is deep now. Okay, he's going to blow the flash. He parries, so he cannot parry the ult and Ziggs. Okay, all right. Looks like Sivir is going to pick up that shutdown. That could be the Baron. Yeah, Galio just completed his back, actually, so he's nowhere near this. And I believe Toasty is approaching 3 items, and Swain's obviously thick as a brick, so they're going to be mowing this thing down pretty quick here. And yeah, Warwick, Sunny's not even close. They don't want it. They've just conceded it entirely. Okay, the steal was quite a bit off. Gasp.
A bit. He gave it a shot. Get the full
Okay, and they're
resets.
electing, yep, to do the big 5-man reset here, which is very nice. They are taking their, roughly 5K gold lead, and they're going to regroup and do what they need to do to close out this game, I think.
Disappointing to see blue side a little bit out of position for that Baron, though, because they had brought it back to about 2.5K on the gold.
Yeah, they had really closed the
with a
gap
couple
there,
of good
but
fights.
one quick int, and the game has changed. Man, I'm still stoked on the Dark Deity, on the Link snipe with the Ezreal ult on that Morgana. Just not quite letting her get away. Okay, so
Support
Joanie and
doing
Morg
all
here
the
are
work
pretty
as
deep.
usual.
As usual. They're on a vision mission right now, getting those pinks down, but could they be caught? No, it looks like they'll be completely fine. Sejuani with the move speed. Oh, no, Morgana is entirely caught, and she is not going to make it out of this alive. Tagged him with the parry, there it is. Gotcha.
Interesting note also, Sivir is on 3.5 items, Ezreal's on 1 in pieces.
On one item and some other stuff that he got
Garage
for
sale.
some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the garage sale build, dude. Hey, what is this cool orange swirly sword, bro? I like it. Oh wow, so Joanie going for the ult, allowing Swain to just pop off in this fight and just obliterate the Zyra. Oh, okay, Galio ulting in place on the Ezreal. So they're gonna do a lot of damage to this Swain, but he has quite a bit of a health bar. Toasty is just clapping off the deeps here in the back line.
Was that a 1-for-1 or a 1 for nothing?
That was a 1 for none, but they did catch the Morgana earlier, so
Right.
yeah, so in the 5v4 they they lost 1 for nothing. But it looks like we will be able to grab this tower. Ziggs just executing it with that beautiful and not toxic all ability. There's a fight here, another fat taunt coming out, but his team is just not around to follow up. It looks like they're trying, but the damage is not there. The Hex Drinker, if you can believe it, is not the best Ezreal item. Wow, Tiny Rick getting Caridian on the back line there, and Espen finishing off Link.
Yeah, he
Could
still
they look
doesn't
to
have
end the
his
game here?
second item there on the Ezreal.
Yeah, he has been unfortunately a bit of a liability this game. Yeah, it looks like wow. Yeah, this is just kind of sad to watch. I think we call this a massacre. Red team has no brakes. They are pushing it straight down, and they are going
Flexing
to
with that gold lead.
collect the Nexus. Plus 50G, by the way, to close out game one in convincing fashion. Looks like they've done it. Hmm. A very nice finish. Kind of a back and forth game that I think for the most part could have gone to anybody, but toward the end there, they really got those picks that they needed to, and Swain and Sivir kind of hit those scaling points, and they were just unkillable.
Yeah. Really, a couple of kind of pickoffs there at the end. Caridian was one that really kind of accelerated the back end of that game.
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
it
really
went
excited.
from 2K gold lead to Baron in about 10.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly right. Yeah, there's a very explosive finale to that game. Caridian, though, with this first top lane performance, was very impressive. I think, like, sure, Blood really nullified most of the early game with the Swain pick, which maybe is just how the matchup goes. I'm not certain. But Caridian was able to not only catch Blood out a couple of times, but also some other members of the team, and he was really doing like doing his absolute best to bring his team back into that game. You love to see it. I was a big fan of the Fiora pick.
Yeah, that ended up working out really well. He struggled on it early, I think, but
Hmm.
managed to have pretty good impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, at least for a first showing in this role that he, I think this is really his introduction to the top lane versus Blood, probably the best top in the tournament. So he had his work cut out for him, and boy did he do it. However, it was not quite enough. Look at this damage graph, Swain. Wow, just enormous, and Sivir, of course, slow and steady, just melting people. Not as much damage from the Ziggs as I was maybe expecting, but he did his job. He was executing towers. He was dropping fat ults. He was being annoying. And Spirit, the low-key MVP of the early game, the laning phase at least, he was Chris Kyle, man. He was like American Sniper with those Mort Vines.
Those led to immediate deaths almost every time.
It was back to back to back. We couldn't talk about anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fuck wild. I would be surprised to see the Morgana get through in game two.
Yes, I agree. All right. Well, I think we're going to take a brief break before we get into game two.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, we are back in Champ Select for Game 2.
Yeah, here we are. And a similar ban idea, at least from Blood's team with the Leona pick straight off the bat.
I think that's a
No
smart
intention.
ban.
No intention of giving Bush League his best character.
Yeah, why give the man the best percentage?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Looks like we're going to see perhaps identical bans, in fact. Which I'm not too mad about. I like the Echo pick. I have never seen I'll Take Mid play it, but I know he is pretty spicy on some of those kind of assassin-y pop-off picks. And I gotta say, like in the previous game, if we didn't see the Galio pick against Ziggs, I assume he would have been schmurdering the Ziggs on something like Echo. And the Nico, yeah.
Yeah, Ziggs, you got that one ability to kind of hop away. That is a bit of a skill shot, and after that, you might just die. Okay, the Morgana ban. Yeah.
Long cooldown and easy to mess up as well. Wow, yeah, I am enjoying this adaptation so far. The Morgana pick in the previous game kind of ran the game. It was a lot
Yep,
for them
and
to
they
handle.
leave that by doing that. They leave the Caitlyn up, so you take the
Yes,
Caitlyn.
they do. Pros and cons, I suppose. I gotta say, the Darius ban is not my favorite. I think it's been talked about on the stream before, but obviously Blood is a very good player who has like a 10 champion plus pool. Maybe they're particularly scared of the Darius pick, but
Yeah, I
it
don't
seems
really
like no
think
matter
you're
what he
taking
picks, it's
anything
gonna be
away from Blood by banning one champion
Right.
from him.
Yeah, exactly. If it's not Darius, then it's like Set or Yone or something or whatever, and then he is popping off on that champion instead. So I would have preferred, obviously, a Caitlyn ban, but here we go. We're seeing it. However, we get the Ashe pickup, which I'm going to say is probably simpler to play. It's harder to mess up, I would say. You know, it's effective even if you're behind. And the Sejuani for Sunny Deadeye, who has been practicing it quite a bit.
Yep, I think that's a smart takeaway on the Sejuani. I mean, pretty much everyone can play it, and you're just a big beef ball in front of your team.
Yeah, let me tell you, if I can play it, you can play it.
You heard it.
You heard it here first, folks. And we get the Zac pickup. It's a known Espen champ. He has many games on it. And Ziggs for Tiny Rick, also known as All Reliable. No stranger to the Ziggs pick.
calling for the Tiny Rick Quinn mid in chat. However,
man,
we're not going to get that kind of spicy pick here yet. So,
I've seen it in his match history.
I've seen it.
I've seen like many games, like okay, one off of a Quinn mid game in Europe PGG. Word, dude, fine, amen, go for it. But I'm talking about like 8 Quinn mid games. Like, what are you doing? Hey, bud. Like, is this gonna happen? And I kind of want it to now, but alas.
And that kind of brings to what we were saying last Champ Select is why not just take one of those bans and ban the Ziggs and put Rick on one of those champions.
Exactly, right. Which with such a comfort pick. It's not going to
have the wave clear and the utility that Ziggs has.
Exactly, right. I think they know exactly what they're doing by picking the Ziggs. They're trying to pick a character that he can succeed on. Like, no disrespect to Tiny Rick. Would love to see him play, big fan. But I'll Take Mid is an extremely dominant player. He's like a diamond mid. So they want him to be on the Ziggs, a character who can just clear waves and kind of do his job from afar. So by taking that away, I think they would do a lot for their team comp. But alas, again, here he is. We're seeing a Lux ban, though. Looks like we're targeting a Spirit down.
Yep.
With the first the Lulu ban and now the Lux.
And the Morg.
So he's probably going to... Oh, and the Morg. Yeah, I missed that entirely. The Swain ban as well.
I'm surprised to see the Swain ban. I guess just because the Fior ban came out, so... That was their pick into it that they liked.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, I suppose, now that we're here. And we see the final ban, the Silas, coming out, taking that
kind
from I'll Take Mid.
The same 3 bans towards I'll Take Mid as last game.
That's right, with the thrown-in Fiora ban this time. So you think they're going to grab the Gangplank? I'm going to have to assume that he plays the Gangplank, although the Riven got through. Okay, nothing is selected.
There's the Gangplank. That was a good call there.
Here's the Gangplank. Yeah, once he hits that level 13 power spec... Oh, the Yone comes out.
I did not think we were going to see this, but that's a bit hype. I like that.
Yeah, that's hype. This is gonna be the player to watch. I think. What a
Top
what
lane's
a
gonna be
spectacular champion.
explosive. Well, I guess it was
Yeah,
last game as well, but
yeah.
even more so this game.
I don't want to whine about it in the game because no one likes that. But just now, I'll put it out there. This champion was made with 200 years of collective game design experience, and it shows.
Yeah,
And it
it
shows.
certainly does.
Hmm. Okay, the Syndra pickup. I really like this. I think the Galio, while an interesting pick that ended up being extremely useful, I think he just wasn't allowed to shine in the way that he needs to on this team on that pick. And Syndra is quite the opposite. I think the character can make plays and can carry in a way that Galio struggles to. So I'm really excited about this Syndra. And look at this lineup from the red side. That's kind of beefy, is it not?
Yeah, it is beefy, and I agree with you on the Syndra there. The Galio, he was having an impact on the Galio, don't get me wrong, but
Hmm.
Syndra's just got that R button,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what if
you
you could
know?
just press R and do
Right.
2,000 damage? Isn't
You know,
that
you
cool?
have a Yone that tries to E at you and do some fancy stuff, and you just press R.
That's right. And is he? I don't know lore wise. Is he like related to Yasuo or whatever?
Brothers, I believe?
They're bros, of
Yeah.
course. That's toxic. Uh, at the very least, though, he does not have the wind wall, so Syndra will not be kind of fooled by that. So that's very nice to see, at least. Uh, we got Toasty on the Kate. I gotta say, I've seen the Toasty Caitlyn. It's pretty good. I don't know. I think I'll take Mid's team might come to regret that pick, but it looks like they have plenty of options for locking it down, and then eventually just one-shotting it with the Syndra and the Gangplank.
Yeah, Caitlyn definitely a strong pick. I haven't seen too much of Spirit of Fate on this Thresh, though, myself. So, yeah, I'll definitely be looking for him to step in between some of these Nautilus hooks and lay down some CC, followed up with some Caitlyn traps, get a
Yeah,
dead
dodge.
Nautilus.
Get the flays into the traps, the
Yeah.
good, that beautiful bot lane synergy that we love, and the Yone in the top lane. So how is that matchup going to work? I admittedly just ban Yone because I saw it the one time and that was enough for me. So I don't know how the matchup with Gangplank works, but
I mean,
I
Blood is
can't think
always
it's
begging
good.
for people to ban his Yone. He's asking for people to be scared of it. So this will
Yeah,
definitely be the time to prove that, if that needs to be a ban for future matches.
right, right. This might be a little bit of a statement game for him.
Yeah.
Uh, just putting it out there for everybody watching. I'm sure we have quite a few viewers at this point, which is exciting. Yan Bone, dude, don't let that through. Hmm. Yeah, we see a similar story in the jungle this game as well with the two tank junglers. I think this might actually be the most seen like jungle matchup in the TCL so far. Maybe it's something with the Mumu because I know we've seen a lot of that character,
Yeah.
but
I gotta imagine Sejuani is close to 100% pick ban for TCL here.
yeah,
And
yeah, it's so good.
Caitlyn
It's so
as
big,
well,
so fast.
probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Caitlyn is a 100% pick ban.
Yeah. I think Zach's just been banned every game. We don't allow that champion here.
we don't do that here.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not
Bloodmaster,
okay.
no, thank you. Yeah, that pick can definitely make huge plays with just a couple of points in the E. He can start ganking from really unexpected positions on the map. So I'll be definitely looking for Espen to get in those strange kind of nooks and crannies of the map and jumping extremely long range from there. Especially rude, I think, for the mid laners who usually just put that bush, the bush ward in the river right next to their lane, and they're like, "Oh, I'm good, dude. If they're not in that bush, then they can't really hurt me." Zach can gank mid lane from like the Raptor camp, like straight up to the red side tower almost. It's buck wild. So I'll be definitely looking to see what he does with that against the Syndra, an immobile mage.
So here's the real question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to a game 3?
Are we going to a game 3? I mean, come on, dude. We gotta be. We
gotta.
We're headed
The
straight
people
to a
want
game
it.
3, dude.
So we better
Yeah.
get it.
I'm calling it now. The Caridian pop-off this game is going to be even greater than it was last game. And the Syndra is just going to start one-shotting people, and it's going to go turbo late, and then we're going to get a game 3. Which is fantastic, because I had no other plans tonight. So
Well, yeah, you're gonna be here all night.
And we started early. Okay. Okay. Overall, though, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the red team's comp. I think it's a little bit better with that the Freljord. I don't think they're sisters, but they're both from over there.
It's a
We got
little
all
bit
that
simpler.
CC.
You definitely got to have the Yone work out for blue side to make this
Yeah, that's true.
justified. Maybe see a
Yeah,
little
once they
bit of an invade.
Start
We have a
layering that
5-stack
CC.
bot.
Ooh. Wait, both teams are stacking.
I like to
outside
see
of
this.
the Yone and the Zac.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, they're gonna do it. We have the Nautilus hook leveled up, I assume. Oh, please. Wow, they catch him. They get the ignite, and Gangplank grabs the first blood on Toasty GG, caught with his pants completely down.
That's a call.
That's a great start. That's a call, dude. You know, that's actually the best item in the game.
It's free gold.
It's free gold and free real estate. They can't ask for much of a better start than that. That's fantastic. Gangplank is going to love this little boost here. What's he grab? A longsword headed toward that Trinity Force, I believe, or a Phage, I guess, early. Maybe that'll give him the edge in this level 1 kind of early game situation versus Yone, a champion that everyone knows is very annoying.
Got some early warding from I'll take mid to make sure Zac's not gonna vertically jungle there. Oh, and
Yep,
Prettian's
yep,
gonna
yep.
ward the red as well.
Oh, very nice. You know, I like that they've
Pros.
grabbed. What pros, dude? Wait a second, is this TSM playing? Yeah, that's nice. They've built themselves a very tiny lead there through that first blood, and they just don't want to give it away, and I can appreciate that.
Being said, we got a strong push on the bot lane because Espen started top there.
Espen did start top side, so the bot was not asked to leash, so they just, I assume Caitlyn queued that or something. Wow, Bush League out for blood already in this game. He just is chucking those Qs out. You know, he was at a 100% hit rate before that one. The Yone damage is already toxic and it's already tilting me.
It's great. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Nothing wrong with it at all, dude. Okay. Pretty even so far on the bot lane, trading a little bit. However, the damage is onto the Ashe, whereas Spirit took the damage onto the Resh, so maybe that changes the dynamic a little bit, but seems like this will be pretty mellow until someone lands a hook, and then it will be very aggressive all at once. Do me a favor and just don't look top again. Oh, he gets the barrel pop. Oh, he's getting the Qs as well. Oh, wow. Wow, Caridian with the huge plays. The point blank on the Q there into the flash auto. Wow. Not letting that opportunity slide through his fingers this time. And Caridian is well poised to carry this game.
Caridian
That's a huge lead.
saying he's a top laner.
Yeah, by the way, I'm a jungle name, Kappa. Oh, wow, we've seen an aggressive fight in the bot lane here. Ashe has to flash and heal. Okay, we get the follow-up hook. The flash E from the Thresh misses, and he gets the tower shot, and wow, Link gets the kill. A complete reversal from last game.
That really went back and forth. The initial play, I believe, was blue side favored, and then they had to back off. Spirit of Fate put a lantern underneath the Nautilus somehow.
Wow.
Unable to click on that one, and then they chased him down, and Spirit of Fate getting a little too aggressive under the tower.
Yeah, exactly. Just went forward just a bit too much, unfortunately, and
Towers do
that was it.
damage at level 2.
I believe it, dude. Okay, and it looks like Sunny has opted for a pretty heavy clear, so she's got quite a bit of farm. But she is full HP in the top lane, ready to party. Gangplank has no flash, though, so any follow-up... Wow, he's gone pretty deep. He's used his mobility. Caridian taking a lot of damage, though, and he's just going to straight up die? No, he's completely fine. Okay, the champion's not that OP, Droid. Okay, calm down.
It was close.
It was close, dude. Nah, he's got his corrupting pot or whatever that thing is. So he never didn't have it. He's completely fine. He's making money. Oh, Caitlyn does snag a quick plate though off of Ash's back. It's very nice, and a substantial CS lead again emerging in the bot lane, despite both of them having died. He's still up quite a bit there.
Again, we have Tiny Rick getting pushed in really heavily on the 6 early.
Yeah, we've seen this story in the previous game, but now I think Mid might have an opportunity to do more with that than he could in the game before. Like, not only is he pushing him really hard in Ziggs' but Ziggs also is going to be forced to back with only a few bars of HP remaining. So if he keeps this up, he could start roaming and start smacking people with those balls. If you know what I'm saying? Yone with the double Doris. Okay.
Just smacking back and forth here on the top lane.
Yeah, they've traded pretty heavily, but Yone is out of potions.
Aggressive.
And Zach is chilling here, I guess, if Caridian so chose to push that wave, but it looks like he is just going to patiently wait to see what's happening here. Alright, Yone was just walking down. Looks like he's going to drop a ward and return, because that is a fat wave to miss.
Neither
It is
team
TCL.
looking to
go on.
posture on this dragon yet.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was just about to mention that it's the TCL, and it's about 7 minutes into the game, but the dragon hasn't died yet, so something must be terribly wrong. Sejuani's bot, though, perhaps to remedy that after a gank. Wow, Nautilus just daring somebody to walk up for him to Q. Sejuani's on her blue buff while Espen is looking to gank instead. And
The auto?
okay, he just does not have the levels apparently to make that E reach, and he does not get the auto on the Q to slingshot someone back.
Not the most impressive game. Oh, we have
Oh,
re-engage.
Sejuani's here now. We get the flash and the re-engage. Ooh, they're gonna pop the blobs. Very nice, a very aggressive flash, and you'll have to see it. Yone comes down, and so does the Ziggs ult. But GP is not here. That was a Syndra TP. She's doing loads of damage. She's going to
there it
snipe
is.
blood with the
The
ult.
R button.
And there it was. The R button, yeah. Who cares about the mobility, man? As long as you get the R button off, they will follow you. Very nice, very reactive. I think that TP from I'll take mid and GP happened within like half a second of each other. So they arrived and just started blasting. And you know, I gotta say, the red team came out on top there. They're gonna grab the dragon as well on top
For
of all
sure,
of this.
yeah.
Since Caridian's here, they're in a good spot. Ziggs
Yeah,
ult
what
is
was
down,
that?
so
3
that's-
TPs in the bot lane plus a Ziggs ult? It's a party.
That's right. It's truly a party. We have a really global team here. They get their Earth Dragon or Ground. What is it? Mountain. Good lord, dude. All right, they got
Earth,
too many names
Mountain.
in this game now.
Yeah,
Okay. My boomer brain can't handle it. Yeah, and just like that, we see completely different games between the first game and this one. Instead, I'll take Mid's team is up 1,000 gold in the early game. They're well on their way, possibly securing a game 3. Is he a toy? Is he supposed to be a toy?
Yeah, I believe that's the skin there.
I like it. It's cute. Okay, Ziggs again at Espen, who I believe started blue, because I think I saw that respawn first.
Yeah,
Has not made it over the
Ziggs
blue
in
side yet.
desperate need of a blue.
Yeah, he's a thirsty boy right now. He just has those double amp tomes, which are not doing much for him in the mana department. And on top of the Lost Chapter, I believe Syndra also has the blue buff, so she's going to be exerting a lot of pressure on this lane.
Yeah, just in general, Ziggs is always a mana-hungry champion, and if you
Right,
can get blue on
right.
him and he can keep that pushed rather than getting pushed in, I think Your team's going to be feeling a lot better about the pressure they can exert around the map.
Yeah, absolutely. What good is the big pushing champion if he doesn't have the mana he needs to do so?
Oh, he's getting blue buff now, so...
Okay, that's very nice. He's rotating.
They have also made that realization.
Wow. Can you believe these people have played League of Legends more than one time?
Some of them.
Some of them, alright. Wow, Yone, doing work in the farm department compared to Caridian here.
Yeah. Overall, a little bit spicier picks this game, but a much slower early game.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We've seen a dragon go down. We've seen 6 kills. We see the Nautilus all coming out. I guess it's not really early game anymore. I guess you're right. I like the invade. I think that's the first real invade of the tournament. Oh wow, they're gonna get the ignite. The flash comes out, and the flash auto from Link is gonna secure that kill on Caitlyn. And Spirit, who is a little too far up, might be in a bad way here. That looks like he's okay.
They did take Caridian down in the top lane in the meantime. Oh, very close fight it looks like.
Yeah, very close. Looks like that was a 1v1 gone wrong for Caridian there, with both junglers arriving just a tad too late. Ziggs has based and lost another plate during all of this. Wow, I really liked that Nautilus ult and the flash from Dark Deity Link to grab the kill onto the Caitlyn after she flashed and was ignited. Ooh, can they please just auto that one time for the plate? Hello?
No, don't need it.
Don't need it, dude.
Oh, good interrupt.
But yeah. Oh wow, the flash ult from Espen though is definitely going to catch Link out here, and Caitlyn is going to get the shutdown. Very nice.
A little bit of overstay. So what's the call there? Get the last auto to make it worth it, or just leave way before that?
I'm a fiend for plates. I grade for the plate every time. Trust. All right, what do I know? All right, that's why I'm casting for those who can't do cast League of Legends. Wow, after getting that kill, Yone is a little surprisingly worse for wear still. The sheen on Caridian here is just doing so much work on these Qs. Is he going to walk up and just try to buck? Is this going to be the end of the Yone as we know it? It is. Oh, wow! The genius! The GP
with the fadeaway.
Wow, I'm loving the kind of call-outs happening in this matchup. Like, I think someone who has basically never played top before facing off against someone like Blood, who's kind of renowned, at least in this community, and also just rank-wise is very strong. Oh, we're getting the EQ, or the QE combo from Syndra here. Ziggs flashes away with just a sliver of HP.
It's
as the
really
dragon
key
is
piece of damage, pushing them back to base there with the dragon 15 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. That's that might just secure the dragon for blue side, or red side. Sorry. We're seeing the teams converge here. They have no vision, the blue team, in their own little tri-bush. But Sejuani with ult up, I'm not sure they want to deal with that, especially with the Nautilus ult and that stackable CC through their composition that they've made for themselves here.
Pokemon Panda calling Caridian the best top in the league. What do you have to say about that?
Wow! I mean, just judging by his performance in this game, that could absolutely be true.
Oh, no.
Oh, a bit of a skirmish in the bot lane while Sejuani does the dragon. Dual TPs again from the Yone and the GP. Okay, the hook is missed, but he might get in for the auto stun.
Both hooks
excellent.
missed.
Yeah, both hooks missed. There's no GP ult to layer onto this fight here, but it looks like the chunk might just be too much for the blue side to re-engage onto I'll take mid squadron here. And they grab the dragon as well. Very nice pickup. Very controlled play, knowing that red team couldn't overcommit to this fight with their Sejuani soloing the drag. So they knew what they were about.
I thought he would try and engage there.
Yeah,
he's going for the farm. Easy goal.
Who's to say? That's right. Yeah, he's after the gold. Anyway, as we were touching on before, I'm impressed to see Caridian kind of take this matchup by the horns and just go for it. I gotta say, I would be like shaking in my boots if I had to lane versus Blood, and it's like, oh, by the way, you're like second game Fiora or whatever. Wow. Wow, not much to say about that.
That's
just catching him in the stun
right there.
few balls.
First turret as well.
Yeah, first turret. He's been really pushing that lane with absolutely zero response from the Zac jungle there, even though I'll Take Mid has been living under that tower.
2.5k gold difference in the mid lane alone.
Yeah, he's been shoving that thing hard. With a full Ludens as well.
Blood here.
I believe so. I believe he's trying to make up that tower differential, and he is unfortunately going to perish for it. Oh, but can he get there? No, he cannot. He gets clapped by the... You know, I'll save the story for maybe next game, but he wasn't able to survive there.
The support 1v1 there, maybe?
Yeah, support 1v1 being cheated out there by the Ziggs, kind of interfering in supporter combat. But
he died before the Ziggs all came down. Ziggs no assist on
he
that.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. My apologies, I missed that. That's been grabbing the nice pullback on the Ashe there, resulting in her death and the loss of the tower.
Team Troll RS bringing it back a little bit here.
That's right. Kind of reining it in. Maybe Red Side will elect to do the same. They can kind of keep this little gold loot that they've padded themselves with and find themselves a Rift Herald. Yeah, insofar I have really enjoyed the Sejuani pick. Obviously not biased, as someone who never plays Sejuani, but it seems like it's done so much work. She was able to solo the dragon. She's been able to get some pretty critical ults, and she does an almost deceptive amount of damage in the early and mid game with her stun, which is just a lot of damage. That's also the end of that story. You're welcome.
Oh, a little trolling going on with this blue buff here. That is blue side blue buff, all the way over by Raptors.
Oh wow, Bush League thought the Caitlyn ult was going to do 3/4 of Syndra's health bar, valiantly flashing to block it.
Yeah, that's
but,
a shutdown.
Alas, it doesn't do that much damage when you just have the IE and a single BF sword. Level 1 Caitlyn ult.
Yeah, but going back to that Sejuani, I mean, with the state of first solo laners, you can pretty much go anywhere with the Gangplank or the Syndra and just press R, and you're getting a kill.
Exactly. Yep, totally. You're popping a flash or getting a kill. Pretty much no matter what here, even if you almost completely whiff. It's just an effective champion. You'll have to see it. Now Yone has been left alone for a minute in the top lane, so he gets that tower, but the red team has responded. The mobility is just not there for him to escape. He's going to have to go back to that shadow.
Was that a replay, or is that...
Was that a replay of what we saw earlier?
He gets the tower this time, so we're
1 in 5, so he's kind of just playing the hits now. Yeah. Oh, this is the part of the game where I get caught way too deep in enemy territory for almost nothing. No, he gets the tower. It's not so bad. They are going to pop the Rift Herald here top. Okay. Caridian dodging by going forward, and he was just going to walk right out of there. Wow, Aspen with the flash ult over the wall, and Toasty is just clapping him with damage, and ooh! He can attack the plant. Yeah, he doesn't get the attack on the plant, but it looks like he is caught, and he will die for his sins. Going to
hard to kill.
Hard to kill, yeah, that took them like a solid 30 seconds. Now Ashe is grabbing bot lane. Is she going to get one shot by the Yone, though? Oh, Ziggs going down amidst all that. No, she lives.
Syndra with the one shot on the Ziggs there, I believe. Through the barrier again.
Through the barrier, yeah. Not much you can do on the Ziggs if she catches you.
That's been going in for the steal.
That's been going in for the steal just a moment too late, unfortunately. And this is going to be quite costly for his team if they also get DK'd after him. No? Okay, well, they do get the dragon and they kill the Zac, so I'm sure they are quite pleased with that result. We do see Syndra kind of boom here, though, and she just got another kill, and I'm sure she's been farming, so I imagine they want to do a bit of a reset here after securing the blue. And we see a pretty comfortable 4-ish gold, or 4K gold lead from the red team, which I gotta say has like quite a bit of scaling in front of them. So
yeah, also they are on soul point as well, very early in this game.
Yeah, very fast soul point, which we've come to expect almost. I really like the dragon productivity amongst the TCL teams. Yeah, like maybe some of them aren't like the best dragons in the game or whatever, but you know, I'd rather have it than not, TBH.
Yeah, I agree.
Good to see it's not just all about the kills. However, it is a 20 kill game so far, so we are...
One kill a minute here?
Not hurting for action. Oh, Sunny is going for it. She's kind of feeling herself here. If she could get the... Oh, the Q? Okay, that's interactive. Ooh, Sunny has to flash out. The Zigzalt comes down, and the Zac is trying to follow up here, but he is getting just chunked out, and... Wow, Blood's stunned on the backline. He has to get out of there, but it looks like he dies as well. Syndra shut down by the Caitlyn. I missed what happened there, unfortunately, and it looks like they're going to grab Spirit on their way out here. Ooh, the Q comes out and hits the Caitlyn. Follow up with the stun? Is he going to get that? Nope. No, that's fair. Looks like they've grabbed what they could here, and they're just making the most of the situation. Very nice. They're going to survive. They've got the Dragon. They got 3 kills. For 1? Wow, that's excellent. It was a pretty fat shutdown, though, on the Caitlyn.
Yeah, 850, I think.
Yeah, 850 from the Syndra. Did she get to press the big button? No, she did not get to open that fight. Wow, that's pretty substantial.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Oh, Gangplank hit level 13, so he should critically have his barrels maxed now. And from the few GP players that I've talked about, the level 13 like power spike is pretty substantial. And it's kind of the dream. It's like what you're really after is just make it to level 13. I will do big damage. So he's hit that point. I gotta say, he wasn't hurting for damage before, so...
Yeah, he's doing the deeps for sure.
Doing the deeps, wow. Barrel printer, dude. Goes burr. Okay, now we've sent Syndra to the bot lane to face off versus Blood, the 160 Yone, who is full build, by the way. He has a Zeal, so everything he gets after that is extra.
Is that an official full build?
I'm sure of it, dude. Yeah, looks like I'll take mid doesn't want to mess with that, or at least has better things to do elsewhere.
No armor on the Syndra, probably doesn't want to risk it for no benefit really on the 1v1, other than the kill itself.
Yeah, he knows what he's there for. He's just grabbing those waves, scaling up, ready to one-shot Caitlyn later. Ooh, wow.
Pops the Sterix.
Sterix does get popped here. He goes for the ult. Wow, lots of damage. Oh my god.
You were not kidding. Got the Zeal. He's full build, boys.
He got the Zeal. Yeah, he's got the Zeal. He's got the Borg. He's here.
He's got
he's
more
healing.
than the Zeal.
He's critting.
He's got the whole thing. Answer.
Oh, it's a PD. Yeah, he's got the PD now. Yeah. Yeah, he came out and he was like, "Oh,
let's say
you're
1 in 6 Yone just straight up 1v1, and you're pretty strong Gangplank."
Yeah, I would say even pretty ahead, but it turns out it just does not really matter when you have 100% crit or whatever his number is now. Ooh, a nice double stun coming for the Syndra, and the ult is going down onto the Yone, but I believe... Oh no,
he's going to have to go back to the middle of that fight.
To go back. So they're trying to stack up the CC with the Zac ult and the Ziggs ult, but it's just not enough. Wow, very nice. The hook does come down onto the Ashe, so she's going to be kind of hard-pressed to follow up there. And Ziggs is doing damage, but Syndra on the back line has just... Oof. Wow, she is activated, man. She's just shredding these fights. Her Q cooldown's like 1 second. I think it's disgusting.
With that, that should be Dragon Soul. Would that fight win mid there from Team Solo mid?
I believe so, yeah. It's coming up here in the next second or two, and they're going to hopefully just pull that thing out and
Infernal Soul. That's going to make those Syndra one-shots just feel just that much better.
Yeah. Infernal Soul turns out to be pretty good. Yeah, Zac nowhere to be found here, unfortunately. He's rushing over, and Yone looks like he's going to get the TP in to try to contest. Can he get the steal? He cannot. And instead, he might actually die. Yeah, he does. Wow. The crits coming off of that Ashe were fat, and now it looks like he catches her with the slow, and the GP barrel is so big, he flashes over to secure the kill. Oh, of course, yeah, don't worry about it. Link's going to secure that kill. Could they look to Baron in this situation? They have the soul. They have 2 down, 5 up. I think they want it.
No reason not to. You gotta Sejuani to tank it, Nautilus to make sure the Zac can't get in there.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And Syndra has a nice full mana bar and a blue buff to her name, so she will be well positioned here to address whatever comes up and do heavy damage to the Baron. And it looks like it is coming down, and the 3 of them, sorry, who are alive, are going to try and contest it. But the Ziggs ult, I do not believe, is available for the steal. Oh, it is. Can't read. Don't worry about it. Zax goes in.
Immediately put into blobs.
Wow, Toasty pops that Q over the Baron like edge there and does snipe the Ashe, but it looks like they're still going to be able to secure this Baron. But can they survive? Wow, Syndra flashes out. Yone gets the ult, and he is critting pretty heavily. Wow, he does end up getting the kill, and it looks like everyone is going to die except for Sejuani.
Wow.
So they grab the
Costly
Baron.
Baron there. I'm surprised. Well fought from Troll RS there.
Yeah, we were sort of judging the Zac engage there, but he did his job. He went in and kind of delayed them that like 2 or 3, 4 seconds that they needed.
He certainly absorbed a lot of Syndra damage.
He absorbed, that's right, the blob.
That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, just absorbing pressure. Sure, let's go with that. And here they are. They're following up. Ooh, wow. The Ashe arrow comes down, and they're going to snipe Spirit of Fate on the Thresh there. However, Yone is going to grab the Ashe.
Oh, they're going to get the last Baron here. And
the last Baron goes down.
No longer.
Could they get the inhib with this? No, it looks like Syndra and Gangplank coming up is enough to dissuade.
And Zac
Tiny Rick. Yeah. Pressuring the mid tower. Zac has got off to shove. Blood very nicely just stealing those jungle camps while he's around.
Ooh.
Wow, excellent hook from the Nautilus.
Quite
Following
the
up with an
angle
ult,
on
and
that
Caridian is going to just yeet this dude. Wow, we also have the Syndra just for icing on the cake.
That, I'm going to have to cite 200 years on that Nautilus hook, I think.
200 IQ, I think.
Around a wall, for sure.
Yeah, he for sure curved the bullet on that one. And with his death, it looks like they will be able to put some pressure on this mid lane and perhaps even secure it. Yeah, very nice. Ziggs does not want any part of this Nautilus Q or the Syndra stun combo, as he would surely just die immediately. It's fantastic. That's great. They've got themselves a little follow-up there to maybe a misstep at the Baron. I'm gonna call it kind of a wash. You know, like they got
a little
Baron,
back and forth, and Blood getting caught out in the bot side there.
That's right. Now, because Caridian gonna push too far here, it looks like he is gonna be a-okay. Don't even worry about it. He's dropping the barrels. Yeah. He's just here to bother people until his teammates can do something else. Very nice. He's going to secure that blue buff. Happy little camper there. Tiny Rick has been doomed quite a bit. Like, I know Ziggs likes to spam, but damn. Oh, off screen, we get a Nautilus Ashe kill onto the Yone. Looks like the arrow was used. Might have been caught just a little bit out of position there. Critically though, hitting the Yone 10 death power spike, so we might see a complete change in the game now that he's hit that marker.
Did you say comeback?
Did you say the window, droid? It's wide open. Absolutely. The death timer is important to note. They're starting to get a little bit longer there. So those catches will become quite punishing if they persist into the later stages of the game here. You really can't get away with that. Once you're down to your inhib towers and the death timer is like 40+ seconds versus a team with Dragon Soul, and they can just easily snatch up an inhibitor or an elder or a baron or all three.
Yeah, we got level 15 on the top laners. Syndra, highest level in the game at 16.
Yeah, and 243 CS as well. Scaling quite nicely. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of AP.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
Up 5k almost on the Ziggs mid lane.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's
that's
starting to get
huge.
to that point. Yeah, I think we're not far from that point where even if Blue's team was to secure just the most beautiful, perfect fight, maybe even like one-shotting someone on the team who's a valuable target, the gold differential is so large that I think it might just not matter. Wow, Bloodbath and Beyond is getting caught again in the top lane, going for 11.
GP ult was used to try and chase this down. I think he's just going to execute here.
It was. I think he's going to try to lifesteal, and he knows the Gangplank is coming back into vision here, so I think he is going to lifesteal and then try to just
Got
eat
teleport.
out of there with little moves. Yep, exactly. And here it is. Oh, he's just going to base. Wow, the genius.
Wow.
However, that means he will not be present.
Gangplank is
Oh.
teleporting back to stop.
Wow! He sees it and he says, no, not on my watch. This will not be allowed. The Sterix does get popped, but Crittian burns the TP and doesn't get killed. Now a fight is emerging. The Sejuani ult hits the Caitlyn. The Zac is very deep, though. He's pushed down to Blob. Sunny just absorbing so much damage.
No
here we
GP
go
ult
now.
or TP due to getting
That's
that
true,
kill
but
on
he's
Blood,
arriving.
but he's here now.
He is here, and he's ready to drop those barrels. The Caitlyn ult comes out chunking. Oh, the Ziggs Q as well taps the Ashe, so she's got to be at like 1 HP. So she, I believe, will just be a W bot. Just going to throw out those volleys from long range and kind of hope to be helpful in that way. Wow. The ult comes out and just obliterates the Caitlyn. The Thresh goes down, and I got to say, they are looking excellent here. They're going to grab the Elder.
Straight
and potentially
100
the
to
game map.
0 on the Caitlyn there with the flash.
Yeah, she got the full Syndra experience there.
Elder with Infernal Soul.
Ugh.
I don't know. Can they stall it out?
I'm gonna have to say no. I think
Baron is
I think
on
they're
the
gonna
table
snag
now
the
as
Baron.
well.
Exactly. They're just gonna have everything they want, be able to do anything that they think is fit on the map here. Strategically, they could go probably just for an all-out 5v5 team fight. I imagine is what they will try to do here. But it looks like both teams are acknowledging this and going straight toward the Baron because no one wants to let it slip through their fingers. But the ults are back up. Yeah, cooldown reduction is just free now in this game. So everybody's abilities are back up, and we've fully reset. Everybody has everything. So let it rip, dude.
They're just starting it up.
Yeah, Ashe not attacking it, but looks like that's going to be okay.
Blue team not
Yone
really in
is off
position. I
doing
don't think they can
Raptors.
take this fight anyway.
Yeah, it looks like Blood knows that he's not going to be able to contest that and is instead going to go for the farm. Okay, the Ziggs and the Caitlyn ults come out, and you know it does non-zero damage, but it's just not enough. GP, wow, kind of single-handedly keeping the team out of that Baron area, and they grab it and group mid. Nayram, anyone? Ooh, the arrow comes down mid lane, hits the Ziggs. That's going to be a 2 or 3 second stun. Wow, the Nautilus Q comes through as well to secure the kill. Bush League.
Even
on a
without the
mission.
Nautilus there, I think that's pretty close to just burning down with the Elder Dragon anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they have all of the fun passive effects in the game now. And even like Syndra's autos are doing like a fifth of the damage of the turret. Just one at a time. Here it comes. He gets the ult onto Spirit. Wow.
I believe just
Freed
the
of his
QW,
mortal coil.
100 to 0 on the Kaylin, then he's free to ult the Thresh for another
That's
100
right.
to 0.
Yeah, in a beautiful reversal here. Oh wow, Syndra denying the Zac E as well, so he's gonna have to flash in with the ult. Yone doing a desperation play, trying to save the game here. He gets the GP. No, he gets the Ashe. I apologize, but it looks
Not
like
gonna
that's
be
not
enough.
going to be enough. Yeah, he's doing what he could.
We're getting
he got his pick. He
the
got the
silver
Yone pick.
scrapes here.
We going to scrapes, Droid. That's hilarious. Wow, I'll take Mid's team. Looking like a different team, man. Are they smurfing? What's happening here? This was a beautiful victory from them.
Yeah, I
And I'm
think,
glad. Yeah.
honestly, the biggest thing there, I think, is just the difference between having a Sejuani and having a Warwick.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta say the impact was night and day there. Yeah, Sunny looking impressive on the 7, 2, and 10 Sejuani. Look at this. Yone doing a lot of damage,
A lot
and
of
Ziggs and
damage.
Caitlyn for that matter, but the
Not
positioning, I think, was just not there.
The Dragon stacking coming in huge.
My goodness, yeah, they got that
And the
infernal.
solo lane advantage is coming in huge as well.
Yeah,
Just
truly.
too much to overcome.
Yeah, they got that sizable lead spawning off of what was the Caridian First Blood, I believe, with the 5-stack invade on Caitlyn.
Abarn
And
calling out the biggest thing is blood dying 12 times.
Blood dying 12 times, dude. Yeah, that's
But the
absolutely a
damage.
factor in this game. He did a lot of damage. How about we see a stat for us tank players, Droid? Can we go to damage taken?
I didn't know there were other stats.
He didn't know there were other stats. I gotta say, as a more supportive player,
Yeah,
I
there you
feel
go.
like this
There's
is
the
an oft
Sejuani.
overlooked. Yeah, almost outdone by the Yone, who's taken 35k,
Yeah.
but did it by dying 12 times, which is maybe a different story. That's hilarious. Great game from I'll Take Mid's team. I am so excited for Game 3 here because it looks like they might have hit their stride, might have found something that they can work with, some leverage in this series, if you will.
Yeah. I'm just excited that we're going to see 3 full ones here.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jazzed, dude. Let's go to a quick break here and get into Game 3 shortly.
right, and we're back for game 3 here.
Here we
Into
are,
the
man.
ban phase.
I'm
What are we
hyped
gonna
for
see?
straight
You
good.
think Blood earned that Yone ban?
I gotta say, I think he was excited to play it, and then we got that, which I do not think is what he was wanting to have happen there. If I could venture a guess, the Darius ban again. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if Caridian just doesn't think he can play versus it.
Caridian must have once been against a Darius he did not enjoy top lane, would be my guess
Right.
on that one. Darius will do that to you. He's that kind of champion. Can snowball
He is
on you pretty
absolutely
hard.
like a champion. Yeah, it seems like a bad time ban to me as well. So nothing new here. I imagine we will still get the Morgana ban. As Spirit looked much less effective this game. Or the second game, I guess, from the first.
Red side might be... Yeah, Trolleros might be in a tough position here where they're leaving up a lot of strong picks by banning that Echo. I mean, you got the Sejuani, the Morgana, and the
That's true.
Caitlyn, all available for first picks here.
I agree. I think they're deciding to ban Kate or Morg here. I think this is where their head is at, and it's going to be between the two yet. And we see the Morg get taken out. As it seemed, I mean, Toasty got the Caitlyn pick, and he did a lot of damage and had a lot of farm, but it ended up not mattering. So maybe they're kind of weighing the pros and cons. They're thinking Morgana.
I'm thinking they're going to first pick here the Sejuani for Sunny Deadeye, and they don't want the response to be the Morgana. Spirit of Fate, very effective
Yep.
on the Morgana in game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Blood needs to ban the Sejuani here. Wow, the Syndra ban. And if this isn't a first pick Sedge, I'm not a Sedge man. What are you looking at? What are you talking about? Could it be anything else? Is there? Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we can go home. We can wrap this up.
I mean, at least
Calls
you
another
get,
season.
at least you can get the Caitlyn in response here.
Mhm.
But yeah, Sejuani being just such a dominant pick for TCL.
Yeah. 7-2-10.
Is someone
4
gonna ban
dragons
this
in like
champion?
20 minutes? Yeah. Who is gonna stop? I'll take Mid's team from winning Worlds this year. Well, the Janna pick comes out. Interesting, and the Snap Zac, which I believe is the next best pick for them. And here we go. Are we just gonna see a run back on I'll take Mid's team here? Outside of the Syndra, of course. Which could easily be replaced by like an Orianna or some other kind of control magey character, which there's no lack of.
Yeah, I'm really
Not
surprised
awesome.
to see that Caitlyn going this far down.
Yeah, I think it didn't do what they wanted it to do, and therefore might be prioritizing it less heavily. That said, if it's not picked next by Tiny Rick here, the third pick, I expect it to be swooped away. Ooh, Diana. Wow. You
Another
know,
spicy
okay.
new pick. I like it.
Yeah, pretty spicy pick. I do have some little insider knowledge here. I spectated a game that they were playing as they were testing out their new comp, like rotated and all of that with the roles swapped. And I saw a pentakill on the Diana and some like
Ooh.
back-to-back fights at the
Okay.
Nexus. It was a really exciting pick. The brand.
I'm really
locked in
surprised to see
over
the brand
Ziggs.
pick because the Ziggs still available. I think Rick is a little bit better on the Ziggs, and I would personally think it's better into the Diana as well.
I fully agree. I think Diana wants to play into a character like Brand.
No mobility?
No mobility, GG thinking emoji. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I would, yeah, that's not a huge surprise here to see the Caitlyn taken away. Sure, it wasn't an enormous pick last game, but still, it's a pretty excellent champion. So what does that leave now that Ashe is banned for Deity Link to play?
Somebody gonna bust out the Aphelios? Maybe?
Could be. I know Toasty plays it.
Yeah, I believe we saw it from Toasty last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I personally got wrecked by it. I believe he
Yeah.
had his turrets set up, and it was like 30 plus
Aphelios
minutes.
is
and
just
he,
one of those
one shot
champions.
3 characters. LOL.
Yeah, gets to that. There it is. They knew. He just gets
Yeah,
to
we're
that
not letting
point
that
where he's doing damage and you can't explain why or how.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, what do we have left here? We have mid and top. Or, I'm sorry, top and ADC. Grabs the Ezreal.
Very safe
Which I
bot lane
think-
they got down there.
Yeah, Janna Ezreal, very safe. I think Link is probably happy to not be on the Ezreal after that first game. Going instead for Tristana. You know, I was talking about this with someone the other day, and I was waiting for a Tristana pick to come out because it's very common to see the Ashe and the Caitlyn ban, and like where does that leave you with like the big scaly boys? You know, you have like the Jinx and you have the Trist, and I guess like Vayne or whatever.
Nautilus Tristana, very powerful level 2. So
Yeah,
we might be
exactly.
able to see something there if they can get the push, which they should with the Tristana.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was
That
thinking.
being said, Janna Ezreal, pretty slippery. Okay, this is the Riven we were seeing bans on earlier. Let's see if he
That's
can
true.
make it work.
I thought it was being banned mostly because Caridian, it was just what he was focusing on playing, like as he was kind of learning top. But I didn't see anything like crazy on it. It seems to be just something that he's played at least 5 times.
We're not going to see the Yone again. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thumbs down, dude. That's a ban. I'm going home.
So,
No, instead we
yeah.
get the absolute fun sucker, Shen.
Really
But he-
safe picks from the red side here.
Yeah, I agree. Outside of the brand pick, everything seems very safe and will be probably. I mean, I don't want to say not explosive because last game we were at like a kill a minute up until like the
And we've
end of the
just got
game.
full engage here from blue side from Team Solo Mid. That is
Yeah, I
gonna
think that worked
be
out well for them last game.
tough for one little Janna to deal with.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a bit of a reversal here. The Yone, you know, I think he was trying to pop off and go for some crazy stuff, but Shen is just not the same champion, and I think Blood is going to be looking to shut down this Riven pick pretty heavily.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with top lane matchups in general, as you can imagine, but I do think Shen is pretty brain dead into Riven. Right?
Yeah. No, amen, dude. I mean, he has like one move.
Press W?
Right. Meanwhile, Riven has like mechanics that are still being discovered.
Let's see if Caridian can pull something off, though.
Yeah, I mean, we never want to count the Caridian, the best top laner in the league? Caridian, as someone.
That's what I've been told. I don't know.
Yeah, he's put up some pretty pimp games, so maybe he's here to put on a show and style on some people with this Riven pick. That's what I'm hoping for.
This is certainly the first like traditional top laner we're seeing from this match out of Blood. So
Right.
I'm kind of favoring that over the previous 2 picks.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Shen pick is much needed, and I think he's been kind of hesitant to play the Shen in the tournament thus far. I know he can play it, and he plays a very solid Shen. Just very aware with his ults, and he knows how much damage he can take and deal, as well as how to use the kind of dodge move in sort of tricky ways. So I imagine this is going to be not the most exciting top lane until Shen takes it over, but
Yeah.
we shall see.
Moving down the pick band, we've got the exact same matchup. Feels like 100 times
I
in a
know.
row.
Yeah.
Zach v Sejuani. I feel like that just turns out into a wash.
Yeah,
We're not seeing big advantages on either side with those. Team's happy to trade them.
I agree for the most part. I do think the Sejuani has a bit of an edge in the early game up until Zach is about like level 8 or 9 or so, when he like really gets that disgusting mobility, and he's kind of scaled his HP a bit. He becomes more tanky, whereas Sejuani will do a really deceptive amount of damage, and she's kind of sticky. Once she gets her W on you to slow you down, and then her stun to follow up with the Q. It can do a surprising amount of damage, and you can beat
Surprising
characters like
damage.
Xin Zhao and things like that early, which is something that you would just kind of never expect, but it catches people off guard.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to give the early game at least to the Sejuani pick. But this Diana, man, is this going to be the pick? Is this going to be the pop-off?
I don't know. Well, let's go to this. Who's your winner here? Pick your winner.
I think there's an easy calculation that can be done. The team with more stuns wins the game. And I'm seeing a lot of stuns on the blue team.
I didn't bring a calculator. So
No,
I didn't know it was required.
I have my
I'm gonna
TI-83
go.
somewhere I can
I'm gonna
bust
go
out,
with
but
Team Solo Mid. I'm feeling their team comp a little bit more.
I think this is their moment, man. I think
Yeah.
they've had a lot to work through. Like, who has a harder story than theirs? You know, they've had these struggles with their initial team, like organization, I guess, like positionally, and I think
The
they were
role
kind of down in
swap
the dumps
coming
almost.
in.
Right. They've done the role swap, and I don't think the first game was that far out of their hands. You know, there were a couple of mishaps, as you do, but that second game, I think they might have hit their stride, man. I think this is it.
Yeah, I'm excited for this Diana pick.
Yeah. That said, Blood is extremely good, and his Shen is extremely good, so I wouldn't count him out of anything. And I know Toasty can play a pretty fat Ezreal, so we shall see, and we're off to
See
it.
if we get some spicy level 1 again. We did last game have the 5-man invade from Team Solo Mid. That did it paid off. Got them the kill.
Yeah. Yeah, got them the kill, and then Caridian really converted that into a sizable lead. Are we going for it again, or are we just seeing the fan? Just the fan. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Playing safe. A quiet opening to game 3. Did we get silver scrapes, by the way? I had everything muted, but I left that on your hands.
We did.
Did you deliver?
Yeah,
Okay. All right, that's good. I was busy. I was deliberating whether I should crack open, obviously, a cold one in celebration of game 3, but instead, of course, what could accompany a game 3 better than an ice cold glass of milk?
And silver scrapes.
And silver scrapes, of course. Okay, Espen playing the mental game, spamming the laugh in the mid lane.
Okay, well, at least we got something to watch.
Indeed. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here. Both junglers are going to be starting on their bottom side for that hefty leash and probably opting for a sizable clear. Clearing most of the camps, getting to that level 3, level 4. Maybe there will be a scuffle around the scuttle, the top scuttle, which both of their paths should kind of spit them out at.
Yeah, all the
but up to that
runes
point, yeah.
looking pretty standard here. The Diana, I think she has a couple options with her runes. I guess Conqueror being strongest there.
Right. So, okay, can you explain to me the rework of this champion? I think they moved the dash to a different...
Yeah, they just
different ability?
switched the dash and the ult,
The
I
suck?
believe.
The like, vacuum?
Yep.
Okay,
The
so
ult
that's now her
doing
ult.
quite a lot of damage, AoE now.
Ooh. Okay, very nice. That's cool. That's interesting. That seems like a fun way to kind of change up the character, since her identity seemed to really be tied to that dash.
Yeah, it definitely gives her a lot more agency before level 6, whereas before
Right.
you just farm to level 6.
Exactly right. It's like don't even look at my lane until level 6,
Yep.
please. Yes. The much deliberated top lane. Yeah, he's hitting the taunt. Is this a kill already? All right, just kidding. I'm calming down. I'm amping myself up. That's right. I'm gonna lower my voice. Looking good here. I wonder if the Janna and the Ezreal are kind of a response to that astonishing Nautilus performance in the game before. Just trying to have something that he can get out of the Nautilus CC with the Ezreal E, and maybe the shields from the Janna. Okay, here's the top lane. The flash stun from Caridian. Yeah, okay, Stun was using everything. She's got the stun, and she gets the E off, and First Blood is secured, man. That was looking really bad for Caridian until Sunny showed up.
Yeah.
Having a lot of presence there.
Really bailed him out of the early game there.
That's right, and you can actually see it here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zach was just off to the side a little bit, opting for a semi-full clear. Looks like he skipped the Gromp. But Sunny has just done the buffs and then her blue side camp, so taking advantage of Blood's cockiness, perhaps? I know it's a character he's played a lot. Okay, well, he's just going to be shredding the ribbon. Don't trip. The flash auto gets the return kill after the TP quite handily.
Yeah, he just gives it right back there. And he didn't, crucially, he did not get the kill. Sunny Deadeye with the kill. on
That
blood.
is true.
So this is actually going to be blood advantage now.
A tale as old as time here. In all 3 games, we've kind of flipped to the mid lane around this point, like plus or minus 30 seconds or so, and we've seen the same thing every time. We see Tiny Rick out of mana. Oh, okay, the fight is popping up in the top lane here. We get the Trist bomb on Spirit, dropped very low, but Toasty instead getting the kill onto Trist. And he's pushing to grab that kill onto Nod as well, and he gets it.
Spirit of Fate knowing exactly how much damage he could take there on the Janna, staying in for the extra autos.
Yeah, very close. They turned that gank into something completely different. Good for them. It was excellently played. It looked like Spirit was about to die, but like you said, he has played that champion a couple of times, and he knows exactly how much damage he can take. I'm sure this is a familiar matchup for him even.
They're just going to convert that bot lane. That's
Okay.
Zac Flash.
Hey, could you take that off the stream, please? No one needed to see that.
Sorry, did I lag?
It's a power flash, dude. He didn't need it. Okay, Diana, though, she will have that dash available, like you said, post-rework, and she could do some big damage here. Wow! Just one-shotting Janna in the backline. The Ignite goes down onto Zac, so he will fall as well. And instead, with the Riven TP, I believe that was?
Yep,
Was that a Riven
TP.
Yep. They're going to get the Dragon for themselves and 2 kills for their trouble, so that is
So
a
that
very
is
nice
going to
turn of
be
events.
the top lane gank advantage there. Blood having to use his TP to go back to lane.
That's correct, after he died
Kriegan
first
using
blood.
his TP to get some kills around Dragon and take that Dragon.
Yeah, excellent play. I wonder if that would have gone differently. I guess it's pre-6. Yeah, it's pretty early in the game, so I imagine it might not have mattered. But Zac just flashing in place there.
Probably, he probably wanted that to get out. But
Probably
alas,
needed that.
here we are.
Yeah, it's true. He's on hotel Wi-Fi though, so. Oh wait. Too soon.
Yeah. So looking again for this bot lane gank. They do have it warded, the classic Zac ward there.
Yeah, very important to ward that. So Bush kind of showing his knowledge of the matchup there and the abilities of the champ. But Sejuani showing top again, trying to get this this pressure onto Blood. They're gonna get the auto, which leads him to the stun, and he might just die.
Blood
Wow.
almost seemed like he was baiting it out there. He kind of walking back and forth to the river bush there, but he didn't want that.
No, he absolutely did not. This is the matchup that he, I believe he should be winning. However, we're seeing quite the opposite from this excellent jungle pressure.
Yeah, it's
Meanwhile,
kind of a
Espen in the
2v1.
bot lane. Yeah, exactly. He's not winning the 1v1. He's losing the 2v1. Zac, meanwhile, showing bot, putting some pressure here, and Link and Bush are quite low. They could go for a dive, however, blobs are down, and summoners in general are not looking so hot. Oh, yeah. Oh, he goes for the heal. Okay, so he will die in response. Nautilus, of course, snaking that kill, which he needed to do.
I like that trade. That's totally fine. The kill goes on to the Ezreal, and your Zac dies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's great for them. This was a bad situation that was probably made the best of. Oh, and here we go again. We see Blood dying, returning to lane, and then kind of putting the hurt onto Riven. But now we see I'll take mid come bot. Shen ulting to protect Spirit there. Is it going to be enough to catch mid? I think he's going to dodge that taunt, and he's going to be A-okay. Yep, we see it. There we go, and now he's just out of lane again, so Kriegan is going to just return. However, Sejuani is doing a little bit of counter jungling. Ooh.
Neither one
Big fan
knows
of
the
that.
other is there, I guess.
Exactly, like ships in the night, Droid.
Yeah,
Like ships in the night.
That's the one.
I feel like she must have walked past the red buff to get there, so she had to know it was spawning, but... Oh, instead... I mean, she's 2 levels up on him. She's 6 to his 4, right? Alright, well, they don't want it, so they leave. Bot lane is putting some hurt onto
Spirit of
Bush,
Fate's
who has decided to stay.
Super low, too.
What's he doing there? Is this correct for him to stay down here so long? I can't help but feel he's losing quite a bit.
Certainly, Oh, for Blood?
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
his
Riven's
lane
not
is
even in the
pushing
lane,
in,
but-
though,
Okay,
too.
alright.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
No,
bad
you're
either
right.
way.
Yeah, perhaps that's correct. I'm not really sure what was right in that situation. Spirit again, though, getting away with Just a touch. Just a couple of
Is
HP
a
to spare.
monster wave up here for Viridian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice. Well, the ones that he can get, lol. Meanwhile,
We'll assume
Sunny
he got 'em
is... you know, you can't miss the free ones, alright? Sunny, meanwhile, is grabbing the Rift Herald to add to their dragon and possibly secure a few plates. Okay, it looks like she wants to give it to Caridian here.
Gotta make sure you pick
Very
that one up.
nice. Yeah, this happens to me in solo queue a lot. I try to just like ping it a billion times. Like, hey! Just grab it, please, would you? And then they int and don't do anything with it, and then I
Yeah, the
regret
worst is
everything,
it's always some long fight, and then afterwards,
And
nobody remembers.
You wish you could. Yeah, exactly. However, we do see the the max range Sejuani ult being just not quite enough to tag Blood there, so he will be just fine.
Yeah, that was a little ambitious on the Sejuani ult. Definitely could have got a
Yeah.
lot closer, I think.
I agree. I think she was hoping to ult it and then maybe like Q to get that really nice CC chain going, but ends up not happening, and I'm sure that's just okay. Putting the pressure on, dude. Okay, here we go. A little bit of damage coming out in the mid lane. Not very much, but Diana kind of tanky with the triple Dorans, dude. She's just stacking rings, bro.
Wow. That's highly indexed into the early game there.
True. Yeah, it's like the... Okay, never mind. I was going to make a basketball joke, but I don't know anything about sports, so... I'm pausing.
Sports
I'm not
exist?
It's the Michael Jordan build. Hello. 3 rings. I don't know how many times he's won. I'm sure it's more than that.
Yeah, it's more. Anyway.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Miss me with that. The dragon's coming up. That's more important. And critically, like he has the three Dorans. Like he's gonna be pretty thick for this fight, but otherwise, I think
good
he's gonna
chunk
be
on
wanting
the
to get rid of
Nautilus
this.
there.
Yeah, a lot of burn damage, a lot of DOT coming down on the knot.
Super tanky at this point in the game with just the Mobies.
That's true. Link trying to get a little bit of poke before the dragon, but looks like he trades kind of negatively in that situation instead. And both teams kind of deciding that, this isn't the fight that we want to decide the game right now. So we're
Handshake
going to-
agreement to back off on the dragon for now.
That's right.
Neither
Just
team
hitting
wanting
the
to
pause.
throw at dragon at 12 minutes in.
Exactly. And the game as it stands is essentially dead even, but we are seeing, as we kind of expected and talked about before, the Ribbon starting to lose to the Shen a bit here, and that might just be a solo kill. Oof. Gets the flash too. Beautiful play. That's what we like. That's what we've kind of been expecting from Blood this whole series, and now it's finally happening, which is great. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, even after the early camp, he's coming out on top in the 1v1.
That's right. He's up in CS a little bit. He's going to grab a plate here probably, and he has his ult up as well, so he can easily participate in this dragon fight should it emerge. But instead, it looks like Brand has been pushed out of the mid lane, and I'll take mid is just snagging a couple of plates.
So we've got Diana in the mid lane stacking the rings, and Brand in the mid lane splitting his item build a bit between Ludens and Leandries there. Neither one going to be scaling up too fast.
Yeah, that's true. She does have the proto belt though, which I feel is probably a big item from. Wow, we see the Nautilus hook come out. The Sejuani ult. He has not had a chance to E yet. He's been CC'd for an hour. Janna nearly dead. However, he does get the snipe on the Tristana for the Rampage in the backline, and Diana's just going to come and clean house here with Caridian on the Ribbon. Yep. Looks like they grab those kills. Shen's blobs will be for naught, and Blood is teleporting in on the Tribush here. Oh, they're going for it. Yeah, if they can get the CC, like, sure, he can 1v1 the Ribbon, but
Brand
he
ult?
cannot 1v4. The Brand ult.
Didn't spread the way he
the
wanted
range.
there, unfortunately.
That's true. That's true. Bush needs to get out of here, and so does Sunny.
Blood with a 1v4.
Yeah, Blood with the 1v4 is going to get 1 kill here. 2 even. The double kill. Is that enough for them to pause the dragon, though? I do not think so, because the Tristana's going to be here soon. Oh, however, Zac will have the smite available. That's just not enough damage. It's too little too late, unfortunately. You need to finish that. Okay. Oh, and now he's eat in, and his blobs are down, so Tristana's just going to be taking pot shots at this guy. wow. The Diana damage with the Mastery flashed. Ooh, gets the shot down, but he does die for it. And now it looks like Spirit will also be on his way out. No. Nope, with Tristana's W down, she is going to just scoot away most gracefully. Wow, that said, the 5-1 Diana, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. Moral of the story, though, it looks like Diana has successfully done exactly what she wanted to do. She's 5-1-4. 100 CS, these rings proved invaluable, apparently. She did die, I believe, to the Ezreal, so that was a nice shutdown. But
I thought after Blood didn't get in on the Shen ult, I thought that was very fortunate for him. He was going to just go in and die. He then teleports in. Somehow, by some miracle, gets 2 kills, and
yeah,
then I think 2 more of Troll RS die after that. Ooh, missed a kill in the mid lane here.
Yeah, that's correct. Oh yeah, Diana just turns out she went back, bought some items, and
one-shot territory,
filling her duty. Yeah, exactly. She's just going to be one-shotting Brand on cooldown, on respawn timer. Wow, that Zac sound effect was so loud.
Yeah.
Okay, critting using the ult here. Not sure why. Okay, he wanted it, but looks like Shen was able to just walk away completely for free there, burning the ult, which, you know, admittedly is not a super huge cooldown. But there's just no response for this Diana. Does she have a little hat? What's that hat?
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Dark Waters Diana, I believe. Not sure what the hat has to do with that.
It's Keira Knightley Diana? Big fan, dude.
Look, I like that. Yeah, let's go with that.
That's cool, man. And now they're just going to grab another Herald because Shen is chunked and really loses a lot of his kind of oomph when he's not surrounded by his team, I think, or 1v1. So this Rift Herald is going to go over to mid's team. Someone's going to have to grab it. Okay, here we go. Spirit getting getting killed in the bot lane. But it looks like Ezreal might be able to get the return kill on Bush. Yeah.
1 for 1.
That is exact. Yeah, 1 for 1. Tristana has her IE now, and Ezreal 6-2 with quite the farm lead too, about a 30 farm lead. He's looking great. Toasty's performing very nicely on Ezreal, which I believe might be his best champion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's his most played and maybe even highest win rate. He's got some time put on that character.
Yeah, I'm not sure exact stats, but he's definitely putting in a performance on it this game.
Yeah, thus far. Yeah, he's going for the Iceborne as well. I don't know if that's like the normal second item. I don't know what Caridian's doing here. I guess he's just freezing the wave. All right. Looked kind of derpy. I'm calling it out, dude. I play jungle. I don't know how the lanes work.
Setting up the freeze.
All right, okay. It's completely reasonable and to be expected. Love to see it.
So only the mid lane tower falling so far in favor of I'll take mid.
Yeah, definitely. And with Diana being so large, I imagine she's going to take that to some other lanes and start collecting this tower gold. Well, looks like they might just grab bot on their own. Okay, they dropped the return quite far. We get flashes out from the bottom lane, who is kind of roaming mid here. Ooh, Caridian with a cute little dodge on the Zac E, and wow, it looks like Tiny Rick was maybe just a bit out of position there and gets caught. Dying and losing tier 2 tower bot.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to stay in lane to prevent another Rift Herald push, but he had already used his ult to try and save the first tower.
Wow.
So,
you know, that has done a lot of damage. That Rift Herald was highly effective. It's chunked out the inhib turret. Yeah, this pressure is maybe coming too much too fast for Blood's team. Like, he is trying to make something happen here. With his TP. Yeah, looks like there might just not be very much for him to capitalize on here. He's probably going to get linked. Okay, yeah. Seems like that might be the case. Oh yeah.
Supportal combat. Butch League
Supportal
just
combat.
taking Janna out of there.
I feel like I had kind of a brain freeze there. I wasn't really sure. These characters were all just like wobbling around next to each other for. So he successfully prevents the in-hit from going down, but he is not going to be able to prevent this dragon from going over. The third, again, we're seeing Sunny Deadeye on the Sejuani just grabbing the dragons.
Sejuani's too strong.
She's OP, dude!
Yeah. We're gonna either have to see some bans out of the Sejuani or a lot more Trundle.
A lot more Trundle. Yeah, that might be the case. I definitely agree. As the TCL evolves, we'll grow to see more of the bans come from Zach and Sejuani both. I believe those are they're just powerhouse champions. They have so many things that you want, like heavy CC, like decent sustain, I suppose, big health bars, and it's something that's just so simple to execute that it can be very strong in some of these games where you have like less experienced junglers and you have teams that have not played together very long. So it can just do a great amount with very little, which I think is why it's been so prevalent in the tournament thus far.
Yeah, a lot of CC coming out of the Sejuani, and that's pretty big when you're going for those picks. Long range CC
absolutely.
as well.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of just like a ranged Amumu, sorta. Toasty is pushing. Okay. Using his ult. I suppose it's a pretty low cooldown, so it's not a huge deal.
Diana grabbing a blue buff. We're just in a little bit of a reset cycle, I guess.
Yeah,
no
he's gonna
dragons.
be pretty happy with that. Okay. Now they're heading over the top lane. They're kind of just collecting all of these towers. We have double exposed inhibs though, so I wouldn't mind after they've gotten these kind of freebies, seeing a bit of a group happen here and.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to take the free objective
Baron.
there with
Yeah, absolutely.
bottom mid open. Again, Blood Up coming out on top with this 1v1. It's really not looking close. Making the Shen look like a strong champion there. Riven, even on the death stance, not going to be enough.
Yeah, certainly. Take a quick pause there, but I've returned. What do we see? We see Shen in the
good.
bot lane.
Yeah, we had a little
separating off.
1v1 in the bot lane.
Oh.
Bloodbath and
Riven.
Beyond getting the better of that one by quite a margin.
Yeah, he's reached that tipping point. Turns out all of his items have like HP and armor and other fun stats that Riven is not a huge fan of.
Ninja Tabby.
Ninja Tabby. Thinking emoji.
Right.
I want to see them group around I'll take mid, and I want to see this Diana
Yeah.
get the big pop. I want to see her do the vacuum and just hit everybody.
Unfortunately, with Caridian losing that 1v1, does make things a little bit more difficult. You'd like to have him be able to pressure Bob with that open inhib
Yeah, absolutely.
while your team
seems
groups elsewhere.
Okay, we're TPing over here, and Shen immediately matching it. Oh, however, I'll take mid somehow gets
huge
caught. Huge pick. That's a large portion of their team fight ability. And now Caridian is kind of off on his own, unfortunately.
Chasing him down with Iceborne.
Yeah, chase him down with Iceborne. His mid laner is gone. Maybe he'll snag a few farm. No, he's just dragging them over there. Maybe giving his team a little bit of time. Yeah, Tiny Rick eventually snags the kill here with Brand.
They also picked off Jan in the mid lane there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think neither team really wants the. They're pinging it. The red team is pinging the Baron, but I'm not sure they can take all that damage and then live. I mean, we have 4 members up, and Diana just respawned. Ezreal not like a notoriously fast Baron taker. Ooh, Shen taunts over the wall to escape, missing Triss by just a little bit. But now the re-engage happens. Link has to flash away.
Diana coming in from topside after the teleport.
Yep, here comes Diana. Yeah, she doesn't want it. I don't think she. I don't think mid thinks he can take the 1v3, unfortunately. So that goes quite negatively for blue team, and Blood is very happy with that exchange.
Yeah, and Troller is
Rick
just
for
gonna
3.
pick up the drag here to prevent the soul.
Right, it is soul point, so they're gonna grab this Infernal. Another Infernal soul. Yikes. Oh. Okay, well, he goes for the hero play. Oh, Diana, oh my god, did you see that? He just deleted those 2 characters.
All right.
Okay,
damage.
and now it's another Caridian versus Bloodbath 1v1, but I don't think either of them
He
are going to
didn't
fight
see
him.
him.
Didn't see him. Wow. Slips away.
Oh.
Good for him.
I do believe the steal almost came in there as well, as Espen smote it down to about 40 health.
Yeah, that was very close on the steal, but now blue team here, ultimately is trying to seize the moment, grab this Baron in this little brief window that they've been given. Do they have it? Zach is still in the vase. Janna also on the way. Shen's here. There's a TP coming from Ezreal, but the Baron's getting low, Droid.
Baron at 2k.
Ooh, Shen with the flash taunt.
Yeah, that's just
Taunt
gonna go to
flash, I
blue.
suppose. Okay, they grab it, and if they could just escape out of here. Wow. Link just barely not getting hit by the Ezreal ult.
Huge brand ult, though.
Yeah,
That's the brand ult we've been waiting for.
that was a very nice brand ult, doing a lot of AoE damage. Tristana was taking some shots on Shen there, but he was just so tanky. Looks like she needs just like 1 or 2 more items before she really hits that point. But they get the Baron for 2, so that might be a good trade. Maybe they can get the inhibitors off of that and turn that into a win.
Yeah, bringing the gold very close. 1k game, 26 minutes in.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work here to try and come back in this game, but letting Barons go.
It's a negative gold Baron power play so far, I think.
Yeah, because they lost the tower. Okay, Caridian just dancing around on the Riven here, but
Riven mechanics.
no one's around to see it. Yeah, it's cleared camps, bro. Okay, both teams kind of clumping mid here outside of Shen, who I believe does have ult available. Caridian goes in with the flash, but he's kind of caught. He's just taking all of his health bar before his team gets there. Dies, but Diana here now flashing and using the ult. She is going to just one-shot the brand, and Ezreal's running for his life as well. However, Sunny is low on HP. She's going to die in that trade, I believe. And Shen is too tanky. They just cannot fight him. Yeah, I'll take mid getting fully pushed back. Ooh, very nice Tristana ult. But Ezreal with the EQ forward and now the Glacial should just catch out the Nautilus. Get the kill.
Yeah,
Very
Shen
nice.
crucially picking up the Thorn Mail before that fight, I believe, basically from scratch. So yeah, he's big now.
Oh yeah, no, he's doing it. Toasty blasting out the ult just to kill the red buff. I think he's kind of feeling himself. 12, 3, and 6. Kind of a hero this game. Looking very comfortable in this champion.
Yeah.
Lots of farm, lots of items. Kind of a crazy build. I'm sure this is like normal, but I feel like the items have just like really changed a lot.
Yeah, you always go Mirror Mana first, and then
Right.
you can decide to go Frozen Fist or Triforce, depending on what you're feeling and what you're up against.
Sure.
And
So
then
he's choosing a little more utility.
Death's
this time,
Chance
looks like.
is just a broken item. I'll be honest on that one.
True. Looks like Caridian knows Blood is low HP, so he's trying to seek him out here, but he's walking through like 50 wards, so Blood knows he's going to have to run all the way back. And looks like he is able to escape with his life. Infernal Drake spawning in about a minute. Soul Point. Could we see the soul picked up by blue team here, or do you think Blood and Toasty and Rick, and obviously Espen Spirit, have scaled enough to win these fights now?
If Red Team can get in there, you know, basically right now to get some vision, they are a little bit behind. But if they had been able to get in there first,
Right.
Blood is
Nautilus looking for the
really
ult.
thick.
Yeah. quite stone. He's very deep, but he puts up the dodge. And he's just
not taking any
They're
damage.
Instead, going to immediately just kill the Tristana and Sunny. And I think that buys them another dragon.
Well, there's your answer. You just have the Shen
There
walk
it is.
in and take 0 damage and kill your AD carry.
Yeah, they are absolutely huge, and Toasty on the backline is just melting people. Oh, wow, Blood is not allowing a steal or anything like that. He's going to push I'll take mid's Diana all the way to the top side. Very nice fight for them. They had an excellent engage, and you just couldn't get through. Shen, I think there was a moment where 4 players, or at least 3, were attacking Shen, but he had his little dodge circle up, and he got down to maybe like 3/4 HP, and then forced the Tristana out of the fight and eventually killed her.
Yeah, at this point, he's just so tanky and strong on the Shen that your backline can't ignore him. And they can't get through him.
Ignored and he can't be killed. Yeah.
So what do you do?
What do you do? Go next, I suppose.
Alright.
And we definitely see Toasty approaching full build as well.
Yep, and we've got Baron on the table in 1:10 here.
That's right. I'm thinking if we don't see a huge Diana play, we might be getting to the end of
Yeah, I
I'll
agree.
take mid's kind of dream run here.
And he's certainly in a position to make that play with the items he's got.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm confident if he's able to get onto the Ezreal or the Brand, he will just destroy them. But it looks like they are playing very controlled and not allowing such opportunities, especially with the Shen ult and the Janna ult and the shield. There are many ways for them to kind of deflect that.
Janna not having the stomp watch this fight though, so maybe he'll be able to get in the back line and actually get some kills.
Sure, yeah, maybe he can pick on her a little bit and kind of force her to use her important spells before the fight.
I think
Something-
both
something
teams
like
just
that could
kind of chilling until this Baron comes up.
Yeah, important to note though, Riven does not have TP up, but she's matching Shen, who has both ult and TP, so it will be kind of on her to get the cancel
Yeah,
if she's to be effective in that side lane.
as long as she keeps vision, she should have no problem doing that.
Yep, very true. Her E is, or I guess her W is not incredibly hard to hit. She has plenty of ways to cancel. It looked like she was going to just head up to go with the team there, but I don't think blue team wants it. Wow. Yeah, just that's not a fight. You can't fight that. With Diana going down, though, could this be an opportunity for Blood's team to just grab
They
Baron?
should just start the Baron, right?
That's a
As soon as they see the
that's a
Diana.
big teammate. That's a big that's a big player to have down there. They're going for it. Yeah, Blood flashes out. Could he just ult? No, I don't think he has the time to do it.
Out.
Wow. He's out,
He's
and
out.
he successfully dragged 2 members down, which should result in the Baron for this team.
It's massive
Redemption just in
Tristana now
case.
chasing him down.
Oh,
Gets
John,
the kill.
Tristana also goes down. Okay. So they're going for the shutdown instead of the Baron, which is a trade I can't say I like. But
Yeah, you take that every time. Pulling 3 people
Yeah.
down to get a free Baron, your top laner dies, so what?
absolutely. The Sejuani ult does force the Janna flash, but at this point they have 4 members with Baron. And they're in a great position to close out this game, I think. These 2 inhibs, so interestingly, they've been exposed for something like 10 minutes. And
nothing coming of it.
Yeah, we've just not seen them able to
Not
kind
even
of
really threatening it.
push up. Yeah, they haven't been able to get very far past the river line for the last few minutes of this game. There's been a real change in the tides. I guess it's fair to say the Bloods team has been ahead for a solid 15 minutes in this game. So I suppose it makes sense, but kind of crazy. You'd think someone would just go over there and try to snag it or something.
Yeah. Hit it with a couple auto attacks.
I like auto attacks.
Yeah, but Riven just really not having any agency in that sideline at this point. I don't know, maybe they'll have better luck sending the Diana down there, but it kind of takes away from their team fights.
Perhaps. Yeah. I think Blood's doing an excellent job on the split push this game. He knows exactly what his strengths are, and that's something that mid's team is having a hard time answering. Mostly
50
because he's playing
seconds
so
on this dragon.
And here comes the TP from the Ezreal as well. So we are going to see all 5 players over here.
Our team has very good positioning on this.
Exactly.
Should just be able to have your Shen tank the front line and hold them off.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as
oh, here we
Brandon
go.
Ezreal
We are seeing the pressure on these open inhibs now, though.
Here we go. This is good. Yeah. This is causing a bit of a distraction. However, they have gone in. Zach and Shen are engaging on the Tristana and the Riven, who has just been fully outscaled at this point, doing 0 damage. Diana gets the inhib away from the team, but she is going to be answered by Brand here. Oh, this the aggressive redemption comes out. Looks like Link is going to likely get caught out as well. Yeah,
Diana getting the kill in the base, though.
Toasty.
She's on the Nexus towers.
She gets a base kill. She's destroying Nexus towers. Wow.
Got a TP back.
Well, look at him go. Oh, but she killed that charge too. Is this the back door? No, she has 1 HP.
So close.
So close. And no one's even thinking about the dragon anymore. Shen just wants this kill. Oh, Janna, a little out of position though. We get the crit.
A little too close.
A little too close.
That's a lot of crit
No,
on the Tristana. You're not going to want to be out there.
Bit of a wet noodle fight. Looks like Shen is eventually going to get this. If she can get the stun and Q out, but he's wisely blocking the Q and just 50 auto attacks later wins the 1v1. And this will put them on soul point. This is their 3rd Infernal. However, they do have to be careful about a Riven or Diana TP. Did she drop a ward in the base?
I don't believe so.
Because that would be just an astonishing end to this game. I see no forward wards. Oh, Blood's a little far up. Wow. He's just untouchable. When Riven's dash comes back up, I think she might be okay. Okay,
Here we go.
Oh, Zach comes in. He's a little deep as well.
He's tanky.
Flashes out. He's tanky.
So yeah, I can know that Brand has moved off the base. There are no wards in the base down there, so...
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're pinging it. They're going for it. They know Blood is dead for 50 seconds. Again, kind of getting caught out there. We're seeing a TP from the Riven. They're going to charge down this. He was their raid boss. So yeah, 15, 3, and 8. Ezreal here might have his work cut out for him.
He's going to have to do a lot of work.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to have to dodge a lot of spells.
Is that going in a little early?
Is that going in from the side? We could see a big Brand ult here, perhaps, but he gets caught. Wow, nice Janna ult, but it is just not enough healing. Wow, Ezreal's doing enormous damage on the back line, and the blobs are going to allow him to respawn. I hope one of them just drops a ward on their way out. Nice to see. But it's not enough, and now Sunny is a little too far back. It looks like she's gotten to the fight kind of late, and
needs to stay alive here.
Yeah.
Got no gloves. Okay, good.
Gets the ace. Wow. I really like that play there. I do not see a ward dropped in the base, so there's not going to be like a Diana TP
Ezreal doing
opportunity.
So much damage to fight their way out of that.
That
was
exactly.
Not looking good in the early part of that fight, and then the Ezreal damage really just coming through over time.
Yeah, absolutely. We touched on that kind of in the before the fight. He was going to have to do a lot of damage, and boy, did he. Ulting down mid lane as well. How soon on the Baron? I think we have like a minute or so on the Baron.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. Okay, so that's going to be kind of a big deal.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I was worried about Espen dying there in that last fight, because 40 seconds he'd maybe be respawning with 15 or so seconds to Baron spawn, and that's really not where you want to be. You want to be in there getting vision.
Absolutely not. Grab the scuttle just before this spawns. Very nice. What an action-packed game we have here. Both teams on soul points.
Back and forth.
Baron.
We got an open Nexus at like half health.
Yeah. A 68 kill game? My goodness.
Casually a 68 kill game.
I would have loved to see just one ward dropped in the base. 'Cause, like, look, no one's here. If Diana had just TP'd in with the home guards and just charged on that Nexus, it'd be just GG, man.
Yeah. No amount of Baron recall time is going to save that one.
Right. She doesn't even have Lich Bane. I guess she must still have that 3-hit passive on her just regular passive, and then this Gnasher's Tooth thing. She annihilated Brand and those two towers in like 5 seconds? Question mark?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Link getting caught very far out of position, though. Ezreal blinking forward, and that's going to be it. Oh, wow, Diana 1v1's the Shen. Is she healthy enough to fight at this Baron now? Oh, yeah, she's great. She's great.
Totally fine.
Ah, the inhib is respawning. Okay, I would like her to try to pressure forward. Now, she has her TP up, so she could home guard in somewhere. Shen's down. That's kind of a big part of their team, but without Tristana, I suppose the Ezreal is just going to run through pretty much everything. Okay, Brand, I think, is onto something here. I think Brand knows there's some pressure that's about to happen.
It's time to move away from the blue buff. Get back with my team.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Okay, 20 seconds on Blood. He'll have his TP and ultimate available. But without Tristana, who is respawning now, they can't really get the Baron, so kind of a
We're seeing
wash.
the Flame Horizon in the mid lane, though. That's You're seeing that in the damage graph, too, I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. However, interesting to note, it's she's full build, so, Brand can only catch up from there.
Blood with the TP.
Well, I'll think the TP bot, and he's just going to one-shot Tristana. Yeah, he hits her with the taunt, and she must go. If she attacks him again, she's just going to die. But Diana is fighting on Tiny Rick. Is she caught, though? Looks like she one-shots Rick, and it's just not going to be enough with the John appeal and the CC coming out of Zac, doing almost no damage before dying.
You're seeing Death Stance right there really come into its own.
Right.
Not allowing him to get one shot on the Ezreal there.
Mm-hmm. Interesting that Blood has also
Shen
died.
finally goes down, yeah.
Down there, but whoever gets this dragon will have the soul, and it's chunking. It's being chunked out. Can she get the steal? They get the steal with the Riven, dude. Oh, and now Espen is very deep. He's just gonna go down. Yes. And Trist, with her team in front of her, I think she could do a lot of damage. Yeah, we flash forward. We get the CC. She even jumps forward. I don't know about all that. Wow, yeah, Ezreal having so much DPS available. He is happy to turn this fight, but they get the CC on him. Oh, she goes for the jump, and I think it's just barely enough. Wow, and it's only Brand alive. Can they grab the inhibitor and win this game?
I think so.
Wow, I don't know if she should have used her jump there, but I guess that's fine. If they can clip this inhib and just make sure not to die to a big Brand ult, then I think they might have it. Well, there it is. Okay, it's
not going to be
really
enough.
bouncing.
Kill anybody. Oh, you got the Shen back up.
Hit the Nexus, guys. They've done it! Wow. Droid. We got the Silver Scrapes. We got the comeback.
We got the game
here.
we were looking for out of that
is
deciding game 3. Holy moly.
Beautiful. I wish we could go back. Is there a way to go back from this screen?
No, there is not.
Okay, well,
unfortunately.
right.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see the Diana pressure onto the that whole like 30 seconds where she gets the inhibitor, she kills Brand, she gets the Nexus towers, and then Zonia's and almost kills the Nexus itself.
Yeah, both teams actually playing it pretty textbook there. I think Diana trying to get pressure on mid lane. The Troller sees that and they go and attack the 5v4 team fight. However, neither side really goes in their favor quite as strongly as they want. Brand then backs to try and defend Nexus, and he gets killed.
Yes, he does. Wow, what a beautiful swing of events. That was pretty exhilarating, I must say.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Show it to me. Wow.
60.
Ooh, yeah, the Ezreal. Casual 60k NBD, dude. He was trying his best, and then second place, of course, full tank Shen, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh,
no problem.
Tank, by the way.
No problem here. Yeah, completely dwarfs the damage done by the Riven, but fortunately, I'll take mid, kind of earning his keep there and showing people why he deserves to be the leader and the captain of this team, seizing that moment and kind of making the most of a really bad situation.
Yeah.
Like that game was fully in Blood's favor, I think, and the tides had turned, and he kind of, I guess, made blood from stone or whatever that phrase is.
Yeah.
And then they won the game.
Trying to backdoor there was really a strong play because Troll RS was certainly set up for that dragon that I believe was going to give them soul. And once you get soul, you just walk over to Baron and ask them to come fight you. Split them up with that Diana. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, if they had gotten that dragon. Oh, and Riven also with the dragon steal.
Oh.
And then the team fight killing Espen essentially for free there, which is a critical component for their CC, their engage, and their peel onto Ezreal there.
Yeah,
Their kind of
neither
hero of this
jungler are
game.
able to come in with a smite. A bit chaotic in
know.
there, but yeah,
I
I
think
don't
Sunny
envy
wasn't
the
quite
position
there,
of junglers having to smite that.
Yeah,
it gets
absolutely. Yeah, it's a bit of a clinch on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
So. Oh, whole game res in this smite, no worries. Dude,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
worries. Wow, what an excellent end to this series. I'm so excited to see the 2-1 come from I'll Take Mid's team and the role swap, which say what you will about it. I think it's done a lot for them.
Yeah. I certainly liked Caridian's Gangplank and his Fiora a lot more than I liked this Riven. Maybe that's just the Shen matchup disadvantage, but
Sure.
they did blind pick the Riven, so.
Yeah, Shen's or Blood's Shen was quite the force to be reckoned with that game, but it just wasn't quite enough. It looked like it was getting there. It was essentially happening, and then that moment was beautiful. Oh wow, look at you go!
Dude,
Tank lives matter, dude. Yeah, that's about what we expected. So I suppose that's the close of the series. Do we bring someone in and talk to them, or what's the word on that?
We can, if you want. We'll lose cams, though.
No, I don't care.
Do you want to go pull somebody?
Do I have that power? If I have that power, I will use it. But
Shit. Just go in and ask him.
yeah, sure. Oh well, never mind. I think that's not on the table. We could pull Caridian if you'd like, but it looks like I'll Take Mid has immediately gone offline.
All right. Yep. Too much work. Can't do it.
Yeah, you know what? Next time, GG Caridian. That's your interview.
All right. Well, another exciting one. Can't wait for next week. And that is going to be it for us. Everyone have a good evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.